Goes down. With Oklahoma losing today to Baylor, 22 teams this year ranked in the top 10 have been knocked off. Notre Dame is currently 9th. Will we see another upset tonight here in Charlottesville? The last time Virginia beat a top 10 team was 2005 against Florida State. Notre Dame won the toss, elected to receive, so Chris Tyree is deep. Brandon Farrell will boot it away for Virginia. We are underway at Scott Stadium.
Like that.
This will be a touchback. The Irish will start on the 25.
Well, a huge piece of this offense is Kyren Williams. And really the last 3 games since the bye week, he has taken his game to another level. Offensive line's been doing their work, and Kyren Williams, he's patient, he has burst, and a very physical runner with explosive playmaking ability. Not to mention the emphasis in the pass game has gone up exponentially this year, really rounding into shape at the right time for this Irish offense.
He is a sophomore. Their quarterback Jack Cohn is a senior, a grad transfer from Wisconsin. Started every game this year for the Irish. He will throw it on first down from the pocket, and he swings it out to Williams on the edge. And he's up to about the 31-yard line. So a gain of 6 on the first play. Cohn with 2 game-winning scoring drives that he's engineered in the final 2 minutes this year. He had 0 in his 18 starts in 4 years at Wisconsin. But he did win a lot of games for the Badgers. Led them to the Rose Bowl and 10 victories 2 years ago. On 2nd down and 4, Williams gets a touch here with the run. Looking for a lane, it's not there. Picks up just a yard. Dropped by Jameer Carter, the Virginia nose tackle. It will bring up 3rd down and 3.
It's going to be a real important thing to watch tonight. This Virginia defense against the run. They have really struggled throughout the course of this season. It's imperative tonight that they are fundamentally sound, gap sound, and tackle these ball carriers for Notre Dame well.
Notre Dame is down to 4 receivers. Lost Avery Davis last week to a knee injury. We'll see if that's a factor today. And a great tackle made on Kevin Austin after he made the catch by Darius Bratton. Otherwise, Austin's probably taking it the distance for a touchdown. As it is, it's a first down out to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, nobody over the top. If Bratton does not get Austin to the ground, he was taking it to the house. Nice job on 3rd down. Jack Cohn, cool, calm, collected, fires a strike on the slant to move the chains.
As you look at that bunch formation up top, you got the tight end up there, Michael Mayer. They're going to flex him out a little bit more today. Williams in trouble in the backfield, and down he goes. Noah Taylor was the first guy there. He's got 8.5 tackles for a loss now. Take a look at the Chick-fil-A impact players.
Well, offensively, Michael Mayer. And when you talk about a tight end that catches the ball unbelievably well, can really block in line as good as anybody, might be the most well-rounded tight end in all of college football. Nick Jackson, one of the heart and soul players for this defense, flies around the field for the Cavaliers.
2-yard loss on 1st down. Here's Cohn throwing on 2nd down, and a sliding catch is made. Lindsey with his 18th reception of the season. It's a 13-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Good protection by the Notre Dame offensive line. A lot of cushion out there on the outside by Bratton. An excellent job working back to the football by Lindsey as he goes to the ground and makes a nice clean catch.
And Dusty getting the ball out of his hand. That's what Coach said about Jack Cohn. That's what he's done here so far tonight.
Play fake here. Cohn setting up and taking a shot. Overthrows the intended target, Lorenzo Styles. True freshman who they're going to have to count on a lot more here in November and beyond.
Well, they like Lorenzo Styles. You could see his role is increasing week after week. The true freshman's got some real speed and a vertical threat. Love taking their shots down the field to him. Pretty well defended on the back end of that defense by Cohen King. Pass just a bit too far for Styles to be able to come down with.
Play number 7 of this opening drive for Notre Dame. 8 consecutive road wins, 10 in a row in the ACC. They haven't lost against an ACC foe away from South Bend since 2017. And they run it here. Kyren Williams picks a hole inside the 40. And a gain of 8 down to the 36-yard line of Virginia.
Good blocking there. Kane Madden, the right guard, doing an excellent job opening up a nice path. And I just love the way Kyren Williams has pace, patience, and a nice pickup.
Williams again spins out of a tackle, but then tripped up. Did a great job to keep his balance. You see the talent on full display there of Kyren Williams, able to break a couple tackles in the backfield.
Well, excellent penetration there by Alonso, but Kyren Williams refuses to go down. You see him break the tackle there from Cohen King, and you mentioned it. His lower body balance is just exceptional. Puts a hand on the ground to stabilize and moves the chains once again.
From the Virginia 30-yard line, Chris Tyree in it running back now. Cone to the air, pressured up the middle. Cone steps up and brought down after a gain of about 2 by Noah Taylor.
Nice inside blitz here. We're going to see both these inside backers. It's going to be a cross stunt here, and it's going to be 13. Hunter Stewart that comes free. Notre Dame unable to pick up that pressure. Nice job. A little crossfire inside blitz by the backers. Comes free, gets home, and nice job by Jack Cone sidestepping the pressure and at least making somewhat of a positive out what could have been a big loss.
Cone, 23 years old in December, replacing Ian Book, who was drafted in the 4th round by the Saints. Here is a jet sweep to Tyree and wrapped up inside the 25 after a gain of about 3, again by Noah Taylor. Has been all over the field defensively for Virginia early on. A big 3rd down here for the Cavalier defense after a near 5-minute drive to start the game for Notre Dame.
It's where they love 87. Michael Mayer right here, tight end right to the bottom of your screen.
Cone throwing, and it's a strike, but the receiver falls down. Styles short on the line to gain. It's 4th and 1. If you're Brian Kelly, what do you do here?
I think they're going to go for it. Going to trust this offensive line. Kyren Williams in the game. We talked about the improvement they have up front. I expect a sneak or handoff to Williams.
It is a quarterback sneak. Cone. Boy, it's going to be close. Where's the ball? I think he's short based on where the officials are. A Virginia player came out of there with the football as well. Noah Jackson. They haven't signaled yet whether the quarterback, Cone, was down. But it did look like he got it. In fact, they spot it short by about a half yard. And it is
huge stop.
Virginia football.
Well, it's kind of been a bend but don't break defense all season. And here early in Virginia, the Cavaliers with a big stop.
And going all day long.
Tender pork, tangy pickles, delicious sauce. Any one of these alone would make a good sandwich. But to be the most important sandwich of the year, I'd humbly suggest having all 3. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
On a Suspicious Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Howdy, Logan. Wonder if you can help me out with something.
Sure, Sheriff.
Looking for a couple of goalposts. Went missing after the big win last night.
What? That's awful. Who would steal a goalpost?
Say, that is a nice new swing set you got there.
Oh, this old thing. Well, makes the boy happy, I guess.
Interesting design.
Oh, yeah, it's Scandinavian. You know what? You should check the streakers across the street. They have a very suspicious new antenna.
Thanks for the tip.
Anytime, Sheriff.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Welcome to Allstate, where we have all new look and savings like that make you feel like you won the whole thing. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate, because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
Marcus by Goldman Sachs doesn't treat investing like a game. We have digitally managed portfolios backed by over 150 years financial experience. So, play games or have your money work smart. You can money.
With DirecTV Stream, I can get live TV and on demand together. Watch Serena Williams, Wonder Woman. Serena, Wonder Woman. Serena, Wonder Woman.
You cannot be serious!
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
Morning already? Taco Bell's toasted breakfast burritos will get you out of bed. With fluffy eggs, crispy bacon, and a melted 3-cheese blend, all toasted to morning perfection. You're not dreaming. They're real. Only at Taco Bell.
The Good Doctor started the season with a brilliant twist.
The hospital is being purchased.
But it's saving the biggest moment for last.
All that matters to me is marrying Leah.
The Good Doctor, new Monday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Huge stop for the Virginia defense on 4th and short. Notre Dame tries a quarterback sneak. Watch Nick Jackson over the top, but it's also great penetration by the defensive front. The effort from Nick Jackson, and it's the guys down inside that really got the penetration, that got the stop. They looked at it during the break, and the call on the field stands, Virginia football.
So that wastes a 5-minute drive to start the game, and Jay Woolfolk in there, the true freshman quarterback, starting for the injured Brennan Armstrong. First true freshman to start at quarterback since 1977 at Virginia. Now they flex him out. And they got Keaton Thompson taking the direct snap, the former quarterback at Mississippi State, and he's hit by Bo Bauer right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a 1-yard gain on the first play for UVA. 6 passes thrown for Woolfolk this season. He did play against BYU a couple weeks ago when Armstrong suffered that rib injury. Did not play high school football last year, so he hasn't even started a game in 2 years. He did play baseball this spring at Virginia. I think he throws in the mid-upper 90s. Going to be a really good pitcher. We'll see what kind of a quarterback he is. He throws here to Kemp on the edge, and Kemp is brought down by about 4 members of the Notre Dame defense, led by Bo Bauer again.
Easy confidence throw just on the swing pass out to Billy Kemp. Billy Kemp, an outstanding slot receiver for this Virginia offense. They move him around, as you see a lot of players. Robert and I loves to be creative, move guys around, and there I think just a easy throw to get Jay Woolfolk into this ballgame.
Virginia also without its starting running back, Wayne Talapapa. And Woolfolk going to keep it here. And he falls forward for about 2 or 3, but Virginia going to have to punt here on 4th down. Justin Ademilola with a tackle for Notre Dame's defense, which is without Kyle Hamilton again today, missing his 3rd straight game with a knee injury, the All-America safety. We don't know if we'll see Hamilton again this season for the Irish. He has not been medically cleared yet to play.
One of the best safeties in all of college football, Dave. Kyle Hamilton, so much fun to watch. And you hope that he's able to get healthy and get back on the field. Surely missed on the back end of this Notre Dame defense.
Jacob Finn with a terrible punt off the side of his foot. Man, that went about 15 yards, if that. Wow. So Notre Dame will start in Virginia territory when we come back.
Gifts for elves, check. Now just in the dang coupon code.
Hold your reindeer, Santa.
Samuel, what's up?
I got a gift for you. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them. Just download it to your computer. It's free.
Whoa.
Oh, I have that. Saved me a bundle.
You have that?
Mm-hmm.
What? So, that get me off your naughty list?
Are you off the naughty words?
Yes.
Oh, I don't think so.
Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius.
What's in your wallet?
The Quarter Pound King and the 2 for $6, only at BK.
Jake from State Farm. Thanks for the great rate on my insurance, man.
Wait, I said Byron got the Patrick price? Thought that was our thing.
Thanks for the killer rate, Jake.
Shreddy Betty got it too?
Patrick, State Farm offers rates that fit anyone's budget, even a man handstand.
Thanks again, Jake. Up top.
I'm gonna go work out these feelings.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
You know, if we take that wrapper back to the store, it can be recycled into other stuff.
Well, I want my wrapper to be a hang glider!
How about a park bench?
Dad, you need to think bigger.
Recycle your specially marked Crunchy Bar wrappers in-store now.
When you're driving a Lincoln, stress seems to evaporate into thin air, which leaves us to wonder, where does it go? Does it get tangled up in knots? Or fall victim to gravity? Or maybe it winds up somewhere over the Bermuda Triangle. Perhaps you'll come up with your own theory of where the stress goes. Behind the wheel of a Lincoln is a mighty fine place to start.
America! After the past year-ish, everyone deserves something new. So, AT&T is giving everyone our best deals on every iPhone, including the iPhone 13 Pro with its amazing camera, like everyone that worked from home or welcomed a new family member.
They're all the dogs.
Our deals are for everyone.
It's not complicated. AT&T is giving new and existing customers our best deals on every iPhone, including up to $800 off the epic iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 Pro.
Saturday Night Football on ABC is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? In part by Burger King. New Ghost Pepper Chicken Nuggets, just $1.49. Don't fear the heat. And Lincoln and the power of Sanctuary.
Highlights from the last time Virginia knocked off a top 10 team. Which leads us to the Aflac trivia question. Who was the quarterback on that Virginia team that beat Florida State back in 2005? I'll give you a hint. He's currently on the Virginia coaching staff. Not at the position that he played at Virginia. He's not the quarterback's coach.
Was that for me or the people at home?
Both. Everybody can play along.
I'm all over this one, Dave.
So after a 14-yard punt, Notre Dame takes over, and Cohn looking downfield into double coverage. It's pulled in by Mayer. That was a great throw by Cohn to Mayer, his 46th catch and the 27th reception that's gone for a first down for the big tight end.
Excellent touch on this football. Gets just over the outstretched hands of Cohen King. A nice job catching that football, bringing it into his body, fighting through the contact, and bring it in. Michael Mayer, as good as there is in college football at that tight end position.
Gain of 14. Kyron Williams here, again being patient, getting positive yardage, about 4. As you watch tape on Michael Mayer, Dusty, what was different from last year for the sophomore tight end?
Point of attack blocking, inline blocking, hand in the ground, moving defensive ends off the football, getting to the second level, and being able to lock up linebackers. I mean, really has been a key force, especially these last 4 games. He's gotten better from the beginning of this year to where he is now, let alone last season. You don't see a lot of tight ends anymore that both catch the football so well and block the way that he does.
Cohn, and the ball is tipped. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6. It was Elliott Brown that got a hand on the football here. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Pressure in the face again to Jack Cohn. Hunter Stewart dialing up Nick Howell. A nice job there by Elliott Brown, shutting down his pass rush, eyeing the quarterback and getting his hand up. See if Nick Howell brings more pressure. We've seen Nick Jackson, Hunter Stewart very active so far in this game.
3rd down and 6 for Notre Dame inside the 30-yard line of Virginia. And it's a draw play. Kyron Williams breaking tackles, but comes up short of the line to gain by a yard. They just went for it on 4th down and short on the last possession and didn't get it. Will Brian Kelly try it? Nope. He's going to send out the kicking team to make sure they get some points here after the empty possession last time around.
Dusty, I'm not so sure that, Brian Kelly, after seeing that first Virginia possession and how close to the vest Virginia's playing offense, before you thought field goals couldn't win it, now maybe you think they can.
So a 38-yard try by Jonathan Dorr in his 5th year. Trying to get the Irish on the board here. And a timeout called by Brian Kelly with a play clock at 3. So we'll step away for a moment. No score here in Charlottesville.
The hottie sauce is here. Get my new hottie sauce at Popeyes today.
It's not the first sounds of jingle bells that mark the official start of the holidays, or the first snow. The holidays start when you say they do. That's why our Black Friday savings last for 30 days. So shop early, or 5 minutes before the party. Whether you're a holiday planner or a procrastinator, we've got 30 days of savings for you. So make the holidays yours with Black Friday prices now through December at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
The airport can be a real challenge for new homeowners who have become their parents.
Okay, everybody, let's do a ticket check. Paper tickets. We're off to a horrible start, but we can overcome it. We're not going to point out our houses, landmarks, or major highways during takeoff.
Don't buy anything. I packed so many delicious snacks. They're...
Nope.
What do you say ballpark when Group 2 is going to get boarded?
2 hours and 58 minutes.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Someone should have left home earlier.
This is the dimension of imagination.
Not again.
For the gifts you won't forget, the Mercedes-Benz Winter Event.
At Chipotle, real food always starts with real ingredients in real kitchens. When you order Chipotle, real food starts with you. Whether it's in restaurant, pickup, or delivery. However you Chipotle is the easiest way to Chipotle.
Cardi B hosts the American Music Awards live ABC November 21st.
This is a Virginia defense that gave up 66 points to BYU 2 weeks ago. As it looks like Notre Dame has changed its mind. It was going to kick a field goal. I was about to say Virginia had stopped them twice. But Notre Dame is putting the offense back out there for 4th down and 1.
I was surprised I lined up for the field goal, Dave, because I just thought the mindset of Brian Kelly, he showed you the first time around, and here they go. Multiple tight ends. I think this has got to go to Kyron Williams.
Look at number 6 in blue, Nick Jackson. Will he go over the top again? Here's Kyron Williams, and he gets the first down and more. Inside the 10, all the way down to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal for the Irish.
Well, this is an outstanding job right here, going behind your center, Jared Patterson, and your right guard, Kane Madden. Excellent movement, big hole off the interior of that right side. And a nice first down for Kyron Williams and the Irish.
That contact balance is special from Kyron Williams.
At over 1,100 rushing yards last year, over 800 this year, and 9 touchdowns. Tyree is in the backfield here. Cone to the air. Throws end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown by Mayer. And Notre Dame strikes first here in Charlottesville. Fourth touchdown of the season for Michael Mayer. They've had outstanding tight ends here since Brian Kelly took over 12 years ago. 14 touchdown pass on the season for Jack Cohn. So the decision to go for it on fourth down pays off. And now Dorer on for the point after. And it's 7-0 Notre Dame.
They knew they had man-to-man coverage, and you get Michael Mayer matched up on a safety and Antonio Clary, almost like stealing. Simple out route for Michael Mayer. Gets his body into him. We're going to see him work just out. Bodies up. Ball that pass perfectly thrown by Jack Cohn, high and away from the defender. Easy pitch and catch from Cohn to Mayer.
I tell you, Dusty, it's amazing when you see all the different ways they line him up, and it doesn't matter what your personnel is on the field. He's a mismatch for a safety. He's a mismatch for a linebacker. You can take a nickel and bring him over on him, and all he does is out-jump you for the football.
Talking with the tight end coach John McNulty during the week, and he raved about what you said earlier, Dusty, about he's improved as a blocker. He's become an outstanding all-around tight end. And he gets Notre Dame on the board first. The Irish, after today, have Georgia Tech and South Bend next week, then at Stanford to close out the regular season. So a win today means a very good opportunity for Notre Dame to finish 11-1 and maybe get into the playoff for the third time in the last 4 years. They were a 3 seed back in 2019, and last year as a 4 seed. They lost both times. And already lost this season, of course, against Cincinnati. Touchback, so Virginia will start this drive at its 25. Got to answer the Aflac trivia question. So the last time Virginia beat a top 10 team was 2005. The quarterback was
Marcus Hagans.
There he is, receivers coach now here at Virginia.
You gave some good guesses. You gave some good clues, partner.
I give it away. Was it too easy?
A little bit too easy.
Yes.
But I appreciate it. I'm an old nose tackle taking a lot of shots. I can use the help.
We're not very bright, right, Dusty?
Jay Woolfolk in at quarterback, the true freshman throwing here, and it's dropped. A flag is down as well. Looks like it's going to be on Notre Dame, though.
Offside. Defense. Number 99. 5-yard penalty. First down.
And let's go to the studio and check in with Kevin Agandi.
Dave, now for our Dr. Pepper Fansville studio update. Key game in the ACC Atlantic. Wake Forest at the top, hosting NC State, which is a game back. Sam Hartman has the time to A.T. Perry.
Yeah, offensive line gave him a lot of time. 50-50 ball, and his guy made him right.
7-3 Wake over on the ACC Network. Back to you guys.
Meanwhile, all kinds of laundry on the field after they tried the direct snap.
Offense, number 69, 5-yard penalty, first down.
They had Keaton Thompson in at quarterback and looked like they were going to run an option with Jay Woolfolk, the quarterback. You got Jelani Woods, a tight end who played quarterback in high school. Keaton Thompson was a quarterback a little bit of his time at Mississippi State. Jacob Rodriguez, who you'll see wear 98. Keaton Thompson's wearing 99. An untraditional number for an offensive player, but it's their football player position. And so they've created a unique position and given him a unique number for an offensive player.
Inspired by Taysom Hill. Back when he was at BYU with Bronco, now with the Saints, the way they utilize him. I love the way Anai uses Keaton Thompson this offense.
So it was 1st and 5 after the penalty, 1st and 10, and a strike. There's Thompson on the catch out to the 30-yard line. So with Brennan Armstrong, who leads the country in total offense, out, here are the quarterback snaps coming into tonight. Ira Armstead, who's listed as a quarterback, is actually from South Bend. He's thrown just 2 passes on the season. He could also play receiver. We just saw Thompson with his 52nd catch of the year. That's him in motion, joining Woolfolk in the backfield here on 2nd and 5. But another penalty flag will
false start.
Make it 2nd and 10.
Offense, number 85, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
It's on Grant Mish, the tight end, tonight at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific on ACC Network. Join Jordan Cornette, Eric McLean, EJ Manuel, and Mark Richt for the huddle. Complete breakdown of all the ACC games today. Don't have ACC Network? Then go to getaccn.com for instant access.
Guys, we've seen, what, 2 penalties now. 2 false start penalties for Virginia, and when they shift into a formation, Notre Dame is clapping their hands. Bronco Mendenhall and the defensive staff at Virginia all over the officials on the sideline because they think that's creating the false start.
So 2nd and 10. And they run the ball here to the transfer from Harvard, Devin Darrington. Minimal gain there.
One thing we've seen so far in this ball game, the Notre Dame defensive line linebackers, they are downhill and winning the line of scrimmage. There's been really nowhere for Virginia to go running the football to this point. It's been a real issue for Virginia all season, their ability to run the ball. And the strength of this Notre Dame defense, it's their defensive line.
Let's see if they come after him here. It looks like they will on 3rd down and 9. Wolfolk sees that, so changes things up. Plenty of time on the play clock to do so.
Watch out for this man right here off the edge.
Pressure coming. Wolfolk steps up, gets hit, and down he goes at the 21-yard line. Bo Bauer has been all over the field for Notre Dame here in the first quarter.
Well, Marcus Freeman dials up the pressure, brings multiple linebackers in, and you can see the walls closing in on Jay Wolfolk. He never got comfortable inside the pocket. And a really nice job, a controlled rush by Notre Dame. Nowhere for the athletic quarterback to slip out, and a big 3rd down stop.
So Jacob Finn, whose first punt went 14 yards on to boot it again. It takes a sideways bounce, and then Kyron Williams falls on the ball. Dangerous play there to dive on it. Didn't need to. 40-yard punt. Notre Dame will be on offense for the 3rd time this season, along with their contributions to university's general scholarship funds. For every field goal and extra point made, Allstate will also be donating to the American Red Cross to help with disaster relief efforts. Thank you, Allstate. So 7-0 Notre Dame. The Irish has been outscored in the first quarter this year coming into tonight. So good start here on the road. Got Logan Diggs in at running back. He had a touchdown and a win over North Carolina a couple weeks ago. But Cohn will throw it, and that took a while to get out there, but ends up in the hands of Braden Lenzy for his 2nd catch on the day. It's a pickup of 6 out to the 46-yard line.
Good break on the football there by Darius Bratton. Catch tackle. As you mentioned, took a while from the far hash all the way over there for that ball to get there.
They run it here, and Diggs trying to get the edge, lowers the shoulder. Taking on Anthony Johnson, is a big corner out there at 6'2", 200 pounds. And 3rd down coming up here, 3rd down and 2 for Notre Dame.
Yeah, he's a physical corner. Nice job getting Diggs to the ground. The true freshman. I've been impressed watching some of his tape. He's a physical runner in his own right. Michael Mayer at the bottom of your screen. Love to run behind him in these spots. Also an excellent pass catcher in 3rd down situations for Jack Cohn.
3rd down and 2. And Diggs breaks a tackle, stiff arms, and get the 1st down inside the 40. Oh, goes over the top. Hurdles a Virginia defender and finally scoots out of play. That's a 6'2" defender that he jumped over, and Anthony Johnson for a 26-yard gain.
That's an outstanding individual effort. Mandy Alonso gets penetration right now, almost gets a tackle for loss. A sidestep by Diggs. And how about the athleticism to go up and over? Looks like you back when you ran the 110 high hurdles, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Exactly.
Great athleticism there by the true freshman.
1st down at the Virginia 26 in Cavalier territory for the 3rd time here in the opening quarter. And Cohn to throw. And fires across to Mayer. Makes a man miss at the 20. Gets the 1st down. And finally thrown down at the 10-yard line by Nick Jackson. It will be 1st and goal for Notre Dame. 16-yard gain.
Just a shallow cross in the middle of the field. And really it's the poor tackling we've seen throughout the course of the season on display again here from Virginia. Several times they've had Notre Dame ball carriers with the ability to get them down. And we've seen several missed tackles here early from this Virginia defense.
Don't forget, coming up Tuesday, 7 Eastern, the latest college football playoff rankings. One upset today in the top 10 in Oklahoma. Oregon plays later tonight against Washington State. Tyree. And he gets stuffed at about the 6-yard line. Still a gain of 4. Hunter Stewart made the hit, and that's the end of the first quarter here in Charlottesville. So Notre Dame on a touchdown pass by Jack Cohn to Michael Mayer as the Irish in front. Saturday Night Football on ABC, presented by Capital One. We'll continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations. Welcome back to Saturday Night Football on ABC, presented by Capital One as part of Veterans Week, brought to you by USAA. Dave Pasch, Dusty Dvorak, Tom Luganville in Charlottesville. It's already 7-0 Notre Dame, and the Irish looking to add to the lead. Over 150 yards of offense for Notre Dame in that first quarter to 9 for Virginia.
A lot of discussion by the Virginia defense about this trip set formation over here.
Diggs, the true freshman, off the right side. And he's dumped after a gain of 2. Carter on the stop for Virginia up front. 3rd down and goal. We've seen him go for it twice on 4th down already, so you'd be interested to see what Tommy Rees calls here if he feels like they're in 4-down territory in this goal-to-go situation.
This has actually been a strength of Virginia throughout the course of this season. They've been really good inside the red zone, keeping opposing offenses out of the end zone. Nick Howell told us down inside the 10, it's like a fist fight.
Cohn to throw on 3rd down and goal, dumping it off inside the 5-yard line and into the end zone. Braden Lenzy with a Notre Dame touchdown. That's the 2nd touchdown of the season for Lenzy.
Well, play action, get Jack Cohn outside the pocket, little boot action on the move. They bring Lenzy all the way across the formation, open in the flats, and he goes up and over for a big touchdown.
There's an injured Virginia player at the 10-yard line. Antonio Clary, we're being told, is the injured player for Virginia. Early second quarter, 13-0 Notre Dame.
Today tastes like a piece of the action. And it never tasted this good.
Curve ahead. Hey, buddy, want me to drive?
Why would I want that?
Everyone says you couldn't handle the curve.
Who says that?
You show Tebow a curve, guy falls apart.
Tebow, the curve? No way.
Literally everyone says that.
They're talking about a different thing.
Okay.
Hey, I can tell you're a fan. Lucky for you, nothing keeps you connected like AT&T 5G.
5G, huh? Is that fast?
Oh, yeah, it's fast.
And is it reliable?
Definitely is.
What about secure?
Oh, yeah, it's secure.
Love it.
How many of those you got? I don't know. You're very good at whatever this is.
You flatter me.
It's not complicated. AT&T 5G is fast, reliable, and secure.
Would you like fries with that? You want fries with that? Want fries with
that? Welcome to Wendy's. What would you like with your hot and crispy fries?
Introducing Wendy's new fries. Guaranteed hot and crispy, or we'll replace them. They're even preferred almost 2-to-1 over McDonald's. Get to Wendy's and try our new hot and crispy fries for yourself.
Get some rest. We got a lot of work to do.
Yes, sir. Nice jammies.
Best Buy delivers tech fast and free, like the Ninja Dual Oven, Sonos Roam speaker, or Samsung Neo Q LED TV.
USAA is made for the safe pilots, like Matt, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
I'd say the main problem in the school district is, no money. All right, guys, so there have been 3 presidents since this one, okay? It's an old book. Here's where I taped in the others.
Abbott Elementary, special premiere Tuesday, December 7th on ABC.
So a 13-0 lead for Notre Dame, ranked 9th in the country here at Virginia. And Jonathan Dorr on for the extra point. The Irish winning 22 straight against the ACC going back to 2016 in regular season games. So their last regular season loss was at Miami 5 years ago. They've won 10 consecutive games on the road against ACC teams, 39 in a row against unranked teams overall. Longest active streak in the country. And it's 14-0 after the point after.
Tommy Rees doing a good job utilizing some motion. We're going to see Braden Lindsey start from the left side, work his way across. He's going to settle here as a wing, and then we're going to see him come all the way back across the formation. Essentially, just a split zone action, semi-boot, Lindsey open the flats, and then it's a race to the end zone. A nice job by Braden Lindsey going up and over, finding his way in for a Notre Dame touchdown.
And Dusty, you gave Tommy Rees a shout out. This is one of the youngest coaches in the country at his position, 29 years old. He was just playing 5 years ago, and now he's coaching. He got really close with Ian Book. They were together for 4 years here. That relationship with Jack Cohen is growing. And Cohen even said this week that he gave Tommy Rees the okay, saying, give me the Ian treatment. Like, you can yell and scream at me. I'm okay. I can handle it. I've been yelled at before. So that relationship is really blossoming. It's a big reason why their offense is red hot right now.
No question. Just really impressive young coach in Tommy Rees. And you can tell Brian Kelly has complete trust in him, and his ability to communicate to both players and coaches been exceptional for the Irish.
Short kickoff, fielded on the 10-yard line by Billy Kemp. And Kemp gets him across the 30-yard line, so decent starting field position here for Virginia. Sunday, 10 Eastern on ESPN. NFL Countdown with an all-access look inside Russell Wilson's remarkable recovery as he comes back to face Aaron Rodgers of the Packers. Randy Moss with the best catches from this week's college football action, and you got Moss. Rams-Niners Monday night. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ESPN. Looks like OBJ going to go for the Rams, where they lost Robert Woods.
It's a tough loss. He's an outstanding player for that offense.
Woolfolk to throw on first down, forced out of the pocket. The true freshman on the run and pushed out of bounds. Did not get back to the line of scrimmage. It was Howard crossed the 3rd on the shove out. And it's a loss of about a yard.
And we see Marcus Freeman dial up under pressure. It's actually well picked up by Virginia. But Jay Woolfolk not comfortable in the pocket, can't find anything open down the field, just gets outside and heads to the sidelines. You have to think that we had an entire week of preparation. It's a lot faster here against this Notre Dame defense.
Mike Hollins gets the carry, and he's stopped. That's going to bring up 3rd down and long. Again, Brennan Armstrong, the quarterback for Virginia, out with a rib injury. They still don't have a first down in this game, and normally they average 545 yards of offense.
And they got playmakers everywhere, but I think it really does illustrate just how important Brennan Armstrong is to this offense. He is the straw that stirs the drink and makes this entire thing go. Expect more pressure here. See Notre Dame up around the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and long. Woolfolk throws a strike. Thompson with a first down catch. Maybe that will settle down the freshman quarterback as he delivers to Thompson.
Well, excellent job here by Jay Woolfolk. Protection is good. You see Keaton Thompson work up the seam. Locates the 6'4", 210-pound football player. Gets the first Cavalier first down of the game. Got to give a little bit of confidence there just to see those chains moving for the first time tonight.
Gain of 15, longest play by far. Back to the run game, and Hollins Runs to the right and gains about 3. Ross on the stop again for Notre Dame. Wayne Taulapapa is out with a concussion for Virginia, so we'll probably see running back by committee with tailbacks and, again, the football player position with Thompson and Rodriguez. On 2nd and 7. Woolfolk steps up. This he can do well. First down into Notre Dame territory. Bauer gets him to the ground, but they're inside the 40. Gain of 11 on the first down.
Well, it's an excellent block by 7, Mike Hollins. Watch him as he's going to come up here and really get a key block on 27, J.D. Bertrand. Excellent job getting up to the 2nd level, helping secure the open field for Jay Woolfolk. I like the design there by Robert and I. All of a sudden right now, Jay Woolfolk getting into the flow of this game with a nice strike on 3rd down. And finally, we see that mobility.
Well, he's a tremendous athlete. His dad was a great athlete. Played basketball at Richmond, was a really good player. Here's a quick pitch to Hollins, and Hollins has some room, close to a first down, inside the 30-yard line. Gain of 9 on the play.
Good speed on the perimeter by Mike Hollins. Well blocked. Jelani Woods helping get a key block on the edge. Oklahoma State transfer at tight end. Really helped this offense catching the football. Key block to help spring that first down run.
I think this speed and pace of play is perfect for Woolfolk. You don't think, you just go. Let him cut it loose now.
And they did get the first down there, Tom, so fresh set of downs here inside the 30-yard line. And the way Notre Dame has controlled the game and possessed the ball, you got to figure this is a must-score situation, but backside pressure and a big hit by Heinisch on Woolfolk, and that's why the errant throw, 2nd down.
Well, Kirk Heinisch, man, he really is a quality piece on the interior of this Notre Dame defensive line. You see the power, a bull rush on the center. Oluwatimi, big hit on the young quarterback.
Heinisch has been there forever. 58th career game, the most at Notre Dame. Captain from Pittsburgh. 2nd down and 10. They go empty here for Woolfolk out of the gun. To the sideline. The catch is made by Kemp, but how about the close by DJ Brown? Gain of a handful. 3rd down coming up.
Nice route right there by Billy Kemp. Timing play. J.D. Bertrand coming inside with some good pressure. That ball is out of Woolfolk's hand perfectly. Catch tackle.
Ooh. There's contact to the helmet. I don't know if that would qualify as forcible contact enough to create targeting with instant replay. Doesn't look like they're going to stop it. So 3rd down and 5.
Big tight end down.
And oh boy, that was dead from the start. Ramon Henderson, who's playing safety this week. He's a corner, but he's playing some safety. That's a 7-yard loss, and now it's going to be a long field goal.
Well, this is an excellent job. You're going to see it come out of the screen, and really it's the running back, Mike Hollins. He's got to be able to pick that up. Runs right past him, doesn't allow his quarterback any opportunity. Excellent edge pressure there by Ramon Henderson, coming in, and a missed opportunity for Hollins to pick up a block.
So Brendan Farrell, who's only missed this year, was from 55 yards. And they're setting up for a fake here. Woolfolk is the holder. It's 4th and 12.
I don't know about this.
Maybe just a quick kick. Nope. He's dropping back to throw. He steps up, takes off inside the 30, and he comes up short. There is a flag down, though, as he stumbled trying to get there to the 19-yard line. Boy, you're relying solely on one guy when you call that type of play on the fake punt there. It's as if they haven't practiced during these 2 weeks to get ready for this game. Just watching some of this out there.
4th and 12, not 4th and 2, by the way. That's a long way.
Rolling on the field is that the ball carrier was short of the line to gain. During the play, illegal block in the back offense. That penalty is declined. Turnover on downs. 1st down.
Highly questionable decision here by Bronco Mendenhall. They try, line up for a field goal, decide to go for a fake. No having it. It's all Irish here early.
Welcome to Allstate, where we've just lowered our auto rates. And savings like that follow you everywhere. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate. Because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
Oh, don't forget, gifts for the kids.
Bye.
Hey, give it back! Come on! What? Stop! Get off my bed!
Hey, guys, come on.
I had my own room! Wait, no, where's that?
Check the office.
Oh my gosh, I love it, I love it, I love it! We get our own rooms?
Uh-huh.
Zaxby's Boneless Wings Meal couldn't possibly get any better. I stand corrected. The Great 8 Boneless Wings Meal with your choice of sauce, just $7.99. Only at Zaxby's. And see Ghostbusters Afterlife exclusively in movie theaters.
The best tailgate setups have the best of everything. Like barbecues, beverages, assorted meats, flat screen, sunscreen, decorative centerpiece, tongs, sun hat, 50 pounds of shrimp, chairs, chapstick, cherry pie, Gary Streisky, Jason Fitz, and an ice sculpture in the shape of a Pegasus throwing a Hail Mary. Rams ready to party. Are you?
You know, if we take that wrapper back to the store, it can be recycled into other stuff.
But I want my wrapper to be a hang glider!
How about a park bench?
Dad, you need to think bigger.
Recycle your specially marked Crunchy Bar wrappers in store now.
Saturday Night Football, presented by Capital One on ABC, is brought to you by General Mills. This football season, it doesn't matter where you're watching or how you pregame. We are all Tailgate Nation. So let's prep your home field with the ultimate game time game plan, including tasty recipes and savings at wearetailgatenation.com.
2 years ago, Virginia won the Coastal, played in the ACC title game, lost, but ended up going to the Orange Bowl. They do control their own destiny to get to the ACC title game, regardless of tonight's outcome. They trail 14-0 to Notre Dame after they failed on 4th down and 12. They run Kyron Williams here, Notre Dame does, and he stumbles and loses a yard. When Woolfolk came up short by a good yard, you see him there holding his stomach. They already lost Brennan Armstrong, who leads the country in total offense. Their starting quarterback did not suit up for tonight's game because of a rib injury, and now Woolfolk shaken up.
Last thing you need is the backup quarterback who spent all week taking reps, getting prepared for tonight, not being available. Still don't quite understand what we just saw on 4th and 12 from Virginia.
Not sure there are many people who do. Stepping up, Cone now taking off, heading for the sideline, running on a play. They'll mark him out at the 24, so it will be 3rd down.
Jack Cone showing off his legs a little bit. See them feet? Obviously not the most fleet of foot. That's more the true freshman Tyler Buckner. But I will say, going back watching the North Carolina game, he did have a nice touchdown run. He's not the most mobile quarterback, but he has shown throughout the course of the season to be able to pick up a few yards when needed.
3rd down and 6 for Notre Dame. And Cone to the air. Has time and a strong throw and catch for a 1st down to Kevin Austin, who had a career high 39 receiving yards last week against Navy.
Listen, excellent route by Kevin Austin to come back. Ball is on time. There was tight coverage. The top of this route, Kevin Austin puts his foot in the ground, works right back, ball's on him. Good execution from Jack Cone with the senior receiver, Kevin Austin.
Midway through the opening half, 14-zip Irish. First down on their 34. Cone will throw it again. Pumps, looking deep, now moving around, and then just throws it out of bounds.
Well, that's really good protection there by Notre Dame. Plenty of time for Jack Cone to survey the field, but it's quality coverage down the field by Virginia. Wisely, Cone, nowhere to go with the football, just throws it out of bounds.
And Dusty, that's where he's gotten in trouble before. You know, they're 118th in sacks allowed, and a lot of that's just because he's held onto the football. So listen, get it out of your hand, live the play the next down.
No running on second down and long. Williams finds a running lane up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 6. This is what Tom was hinting at. You look at the sacks per game, way down since the first 4 games.
And it's part Jack Cone, but it's also, give credit to the true freshman, 76 Joe Alt, and then the left guard, Andrew Christophic. Those 2 key pieces have really solidified everything along this offensive front. It was a revolving door at left tackle early in the season. Insert Joe Alt, Andrew Christophic, and things have gotten so much better with protection as well as the run game.
Joe's dad, John Alt, played left tackle in the NFL with the Chiefs, 2-time All-Pro. Cone to throw on 3rd and 5, and wide open across the middle is Kyron Williams, who has excellent hands. And he made a good catch there at the 48-yard line. 34 catches on the year coming into today. Gain of 9.
Well, it was interesting talking with Tommy Reese when he told us, outstanding job going to the ground. You see just a simple slant. The strong hands to get his hands underneath that football. But Tommy Reese told us he was a receiver recruit coming out. And if he wasn't playing running back, he'd be playing the slot. So not only an outstanding runner as a back, but also excellent as a route runner and catching the football.
So Buckner is in a quarterback, and they pitch it to Styles on the reverse. And he breaks a tackle and gets the first down, keeps his feet, stays in bounds, inside the 10, and into the end zone. There is a flag down. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds, it looks like, back near the 10, but it's going to come back anyway because of a penalty on Notre Dame.
Offense, number 16, 10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. Result of the play is a first down.
So Deion Colsey with the hold, a spot foul after the big play that got the first down. Tyler Buckner, the true freshman, was in there on that play at quarterback.
16. Colsey got that left hand outside the framework of 8 Darius Bratton. It's the right call. There's a key block on that one by Kyron Williams. The outstanding running back showing a little bit of everything here tonight, both as a pass catcher, a runner, and on a blocker on that reverse.
Boy, not sure why one of the officials was standing on the 10-yard line saying that's where he went out of bounds. He was in the middle of the field. They go back to the rush attack. Kyron Williams. He's always falling forward, always moving forward, being really patient, waiting for those holes to open. He picks up about 3.
He kind of came out of nowhere last season, Dave. Was way down the depth chart. Look at the block here by Kyron Williams. Outstanding job picking up Cohen King, really opening up that hole and allowing the path there for Lorenzo Styles. And once again, another missed tackle from that Virginia defense.
Another long drive here by Notre Dame, chewing up 4+ minutes off the clock. 9th play of the possession. Williams again being patient, finds the cutback, makes a sweet move at the 15-yard line, inside the 10, inside the 5. He dives, and he's in for the Notre Dame touchdown. What a run by Kyron Williams. This young man is special. 22-yard touchdown run, did everything there.
Watch the patience here, Dave, right here. Now freeze it. Sees the cutback lane, takes it. Just an excellent job having the patience, and then you see in the open field making defenders miss. Great balance on the sidelines as he stretches the football into the end zone. Wow, Kyron Williams putting on a show here in this first half.
Tell you, Dusty, he literally stopped still in the backfield and then took off again.
Just terrific. 10th touchdown on the ground this season for Kyron Williams, and it is 21-0 Notre Dame. Williams has 65 yards on the ground. 61 of those have come after contact, and the Irish rolling on the road in Charlottesville.
It's Subway's Eat Fresh, Free Fresh. Don't let its rookie status fool you. The new Baja Steak and Jack hits you like a seasoned vet with new juicy steak, pepper jack cheese, and smoky Baja Chipotle sauce. Save big. Order through the app.
Wow, it really turned out great.
Yeah, and with the money we saved with Navy Federal Credit Union, it was practically free.
You know, I can't imagine where we'd be without them.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
What's strong with me?
What's strong with me?
What's strong with me? What's strong with me?
What's strong with me?
With me.
With me!
What's strong with me?
What's strong with me?
What's strong with me?
Me.
With me.
What's going on?
Jake from State Farm, the perp just confessed. I think. I don't know.
What?
Oh, can't afford streaming anymore, so here we are.
Oh, don't give up what you love. State Farm has options to personalize your policy so you get a rate that fits your budget.
Oh, that's great. The subtitles would be nice.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
On a joyous Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
By the power vested in me by the city of Fansville, I now pronounce you fan and wife.
Natalie drops back into the pocket. It's a three-step drop. Trish is wide open. Here comes the throw. Oh, Becky with the pick. Holy mackerel. We take a look at it. See that full extension by Becky? Let's go back to the action. Oh! At this point, it's anyone's bouquet. Up next, the garter toss.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Let me pay back to the cook.
I want to pay.
Did you do Mrs. Meyer's assignment yet?
Oh.
$1 any size soft drinks are always $1. Only on the McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu.
Cardi B hosts the American Music Awards live ABC November 21st.
Taco Bell welcomes you to the Live Ma Student Section of the Year contest. Use hashtag Student Section Sauce to get the committee's attention. And go to ESPN.com/Taco Bell to see how your school can compete. 21-0 Notre Dame on pace for almost 600 yards in total offense. Billy Kemp on the return for Virginia, and he's tackled at the 22-yard line. Here is what the Cavaliers are missing, Dusty and Brennan Armstrong.
Well, he is just such a fun player to watch. I mean, he's got the mobility, and he can make you miss. Extends plays, keeps him alive, and a big-time arm, and finds open receivers down the field. He's a guy who's got toughness, grittiness, that gunslinger mentality. One of the great playmakers in college football, sorely missed here tonight. You hope for Virginia he's able to come back as they make this push for another Coastal Division crown.
He came out about an hour before kickoff, quote-unquote warmed up. He barely threw. He didn't throw hard at all, and he winced every time he threw the football. He was out here for about 10 minutes, went back into the locker room.
It was great to get a chance to talk with him yesterday. I mean, just watching his tape, just such a fiery competitor. His offense missing him here tonight.
There was a penalty on the kick return, so Virginia backed up again. Now where you want to put a true freshman, although good throw there by Wolfo to the tight end, Jelani Woods. He gets about 9 on the play.
As we watched him warm up earlier, that's about as hard as he threw it throughout the entire warm-up session when he went out there, wincing just about after every single throw. He's got toughness. I don't think that was in question. I think it was functionally, could he be able to help his team tonight? And I think clearly he didn't think that he could.
It's a rib injury on that left side, his throwing side. That's all the information we got from the Virginia coaches. Nothing on whether the ribs were broken or not, whether it's something they could shoot up as Woolfolk takes off and gets the first down here past the 25-yard line out to the 28. And to your point, we don't know if he's going to be back at all. But Virginia has Pitt on the road next week and then Virginia Tech here to close out the regular season.
Well, that Pitt offense, guys, if Brennan Armstrong can't go next week, that's going to be another tall order for this offense.
Right, because they have to outscore everybody.
Right,
Their
no
defense
doubt.
isn't good enough. Saying they're not good enough is putting it kindly defensively. Woolfolk going to keep it here, and there's a little bit of room, but couldn't break that tackle from Xavier Watts, a converted wide receiver that's playing some safety there. Have had to move guys around on the back end because of Kyle Hamilton's injury for Notre Dame.
Well, this is a really good read here by Woolfolk. Inside, you see 31. Mensah closed down. It's a cool read for Woolfolk, and I'm going to tell you what, Watts doesn't make that tackle. That was potentially a touchdown type saving tackle in the open field by Xavier Watts.
But we have seen sound tackling for Notre Dame tonight. Marcus Freeman, their defensive coordinator, just terrific. A joy to speak with this week, and I don't think it's going to be very long before he's a head coach. Penalty marker is down.
That's a freshman for you.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
I mean, we're talking about the struggles of the offense, but again, you got an outstanding defensive coordinator, really good players on that side of the ball, too.
He's one of the best and most impressive young coaches in all of college football. I had a chance to call several Cincinnati games a year ago, and you can just tell, talking to him last season, talking to him again yesterday, something really impressive, an outstanding communicator and recruiter, and then schematically very aggressive and unique in what he dials up.
Woolfolk on second down and 9. Hits Keaton Thompson up to the 35-yard line, close to a first down. We're inside 2 minutes to go. Virginia with all of its timeouts. Notre Dame with 2 remaining.
And you saw Marcus Freeman dial up pressure. Nobody accounts for Keaton Thompson out in the flat. An easy throw. Good read by Jay Woolfolk. Just throw it out to Thompson in the flats. A nice pickup on second down.
Got to see a little more sense of urgency from Virginia here. If they could get some points on the board, they get the ball coming out of halftime.
Yeah, Notre Dame won the toss and took the ball first. Wanted to get an early lead on the young quarterback, but they failed on fourth down. They run it here. Out past the 40-yard line. That was not first and 10. They were in short yardage there. They do move the sticks here, though. Out past the 40-yard line. And clock stop with 1:23. Got a timeout. 2 remaining for Virginia, down 21-0.
Hey, Rick Ross, is Wingstop worried about the wing shortage?
Nah, we doing thighs.
Introducing thighs. Crispy, juicy, sauced, and tossed. Now available at Wingstop.
I put in the work all day. Look, no, I don't care what you think or say. I'll put in the work all day. I put in the work all day.
We've come a long, long way together. Through the heart.
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. Until we meet again.
Saturdays are for getting projects done, and
actually, Saturdays are for football.
Also for projects. And the Nope. Seriously?
Just football.
And the Home Depot makes it easy to get projects done fast. So
Football. Football.
So you'll be ready for football.
Why didn't you say so?
I just did.
Get projects done fast and get back to game day.
Gear up for game day with a Ring floodlight cam from the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
This isn't just freight. These aren't just shipments. They're promises. Promises of all shapes and sizes. Each with a time and a place they've been promised to be. A promise is everything to Old Dominion because it means everything to you.
At Progressive, we love your pets as much as you do. Like this guy in a hat. That's why Progressive Car Insurance covers your pets for up to $1,000 if they're ever in a car accident with you. This mini majorette's gonna march her way right
I'm sorry,
into your
can we
heart.
stop? I know that we're selling car insurance here, but, you know, all the cute little animals, it's too much.
Define too much.
What's wrong with cute animals?
So are we doing this or what?
Nah, it's over.
Well, someone's got to break the news to Mittens. She's a diva.
Dion, hand it over. Now, how does that make you feel?
Like a part of me is missing.
Gabrielle?
This Old Spice Fiji hand and body lotion has me smoother than ever.
That's what it does.
It's a great time to get Domino's because right now, if you order online and carry out with Domino's Carside Delivery between 4 to 9, you'll get 49% off all menu price pizzas. See what we did there with the 4 and the 9?
Kinda funny.
Get 49% off all menu price pizzas for a limited time only.
Kevin and Booger in studio. Capital One halftime report just minutes away. 21-0 Notre Dame. You're impressed.
Yeah, so far, Jack Cohn very efficient taking care of the football.
Oklahoma goes down. Georgia impresses along with Alabama, Ohio State. We've got all the highlights coming your way, plus 2 fantastic finishes, as well as our primetime performers. Dave, Dusty, back to you.
All right, guys, and you talked about Oklahoma going down, so that's 22 top 10 teams that have lost in 2021. Number 9, Notre Dame, the comfortable lead. Virginia, 2nd and 7. And a shot here, down the field, double coverage, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Ramon Henderson. First interception of the season for Henderson.
Well, it's man-to-man coverage on the outside, the deep free safety. Ramon Henderson, he's just watching the quarterback's eyes. Watch him here. Watching the quarterback's eyes, ball's up in the air. And you see the ranginess of him going over the top and making an extremely athletic play and a quality interception. Really nice job by Ramon Henderson, who's playing safety for the first time. You know,
Right.
talk with Marcus Freeman.
Right.
He said, I'm going to put some of these guys in situations for the first time all season. And an outstanding job by Ramon Henderson, understanding his job, seeing exactly where Jay Woolfolk want to go with the football. And I was just glad that they tried to get Dontavian Wicks involved in this offense. We're talking about a receiver who's averaging over 23 yards a catch.
Well, and Dusty, too, the inexperience of Woolfolk right there, in the sense he did nothing to move the safety and keep him there.
Just looking here to make sure he secured it, but he did. Great job there.
Heck of a play.
Now they've been dealing with the flu bug going through the Notre Dame locker room this week. Some guys with upper respiratory. They wouldn't name names, but you wonder if that's part of why some of these guys have moved over to safety. Boy, it's hard to tell.
Does that ball move whenever he hits the ground, Dave?
Did the ball hit the ground? If you're under control, if you control the ball, it can still hit the ground. Let's bring in.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands.
Let's bring in Matt Austin, our rules expert. Matt, you agree there? Should that have stood?
It should have. In my opinion, I don't think there was any way he caught that ball without the ground's help. He was fumbling it around in his arms as he rolled over it. The ball did definitely hit the ground. I think that aided the catch. But again, is it indisputable? Probably not, so the call stood.
All right, thank you. And now Notre Dame with the 2 timeouts has the ball on its 15-yard line. Plenty of time to get some points here going into the locker room. They will run it on first down. Here's Tyree up to about the 20. So a gain of 5.
Now they've got Chris Tyree back. We've seen Logan Diggs, and obviously what Kyron Williams has brought. All of a sudden, this Notre Dame running back room healthy. Man, they are loaded. 3 outstanding backs.
Got to run it again here. Tyree gets the first down. Let's see now. Not only do they go up tempo, but they start to throw the ball. You've gotten that first down. You got 51 seconds. They'll restart the clock as they set the chains down again. And here it goes. 2 timeouts still.
I That's been one of the changes in this offense overall. Tommy Rees going more up-tempo, more 11 personnel, and more spread. It's a credit to Jack Cohn taking ownership of this offense.
3 straight carries for Tyree. And he slammed to the ground at the 32. Got to call timeout here if you're Notre Dame. They're not going to.
So they're content taking this into the half. Up 21.
Virginia will get the ball to start the second half.
A dominant performance in this first half by Notre Dame. Good balance. They run it for 163 yards, throw it for 100 yards, and you know, Jay Woolfolk getting his first real action. Played some against BYU in the fourth quarter, but his first real action here against this Notre Dame defense. And the struggle has been real for Virginia offensively here in the first half.
First time they've been shut out in the first half in 4 years. 21-0 Notre Dame. We'll get you to the studio for the Capital One halftime report after this short break. Notre Dame put up 264 yards of offense. Virginia under 100 with star quarterback Brennan Armstrong leads the country in total offense, not available tonight because of a rib injury. True freshman Jay Woolfolk getting the start at quarterback. We'll see him momentarily. Touchback will take us out to the 25. Our fighting spirit moment brought to you by Modelo.
But Jack Cohn was extremely efficient, 11 of 14 in the first half. Excellent touchdown toss to get things started to Michael Mayer. How about Kyron Williams in the first half? Showed you a little bit of everything. And then I'm still trying to figure out what this was. They lined up to kick a field goal from the 30. Then it turned into a fake field goal. It was 4th and 12. Left us all scratching our heads. And as you mentioned, all Notre Dame in the first half of this one.
See if Virginia can get something going here in the opening drive of the second half. They take a shot here. Woolfolk throwing it deep and over the head of the intended receiver, Henry. Welcome to the booth. Dave Pasch, Dusty Dvorak, Tom Luganville in a minute from the field. Dusty, we started off this telecast talking about Notre Dame's offense hitting its stride, and that we saw in the first half on full display.
Yeah, they kind of were able to do whatever they wanted in that first half. Jack Cohn was extremely efficient with the football, had time to survey the field, but really it's about this rushing attack. Ran for 163 yards, and that's been the biggest difference here the latter part of this season. Their ability to win the line of scrimmage, run the football. That's exactly the way this first half played out.
On second down and 10, Woolfolk throws complete out to the 30-yard line to Jelani Woods, the tight end. It'll bring up third down.
Well, guys, I'll tell you what, talking to Bronco Mendenhall coming out of the locker room, he just really felt like the quarterback with his youth, some of the things that Notre Dame's throwing at them, some of the defensive pressure looks, that and the offensive line combined has spelled disaster for this offense. They can't get in a rhythm. They're constantly in 3rd and long, so they've got to protect better, and then they've got to turn the young quarterback loose so he has an opportunity to just be a gunslinger and let it fly.
They've scored 48 or more in 3 straight games for the first time since 1992, but shutout so far. Woolfolk has a completion and a first down. That's the first catch of the night for Dontavian Wicks, who's closing in on 1,000 receiving yards on the season.
Well, this is really good pressure from the inside. Pushing the pocket from the interior. Riley Mills gets Jay Woolfolk right on the chin, but the young freshman stands in there firm and finds Dontavian Wicks down the field. Really nice start on 3rd down for Jay Woolfolk.
Wicks has 3 consecutive 100-yard games receiving.
Throw.
Missed last year due to injury. Time to throw here on first down, and a strike in traffic. It's Wicks again inside the Notre Dame 40-yard line. So the freshman's starting to heat up.
Boy, tight window throw here from Woolfolk. He did not have much room for error and fires a strike. Confident throw. Plenty of time to step into that. Good protection from the offensive line. And as Tom said coming out, Bronco Mendenhall said, just let it loose. We're seeing him let it loose here to start this second half.
Right. He looks comfortable. He looks poised. He looks relaxed.
That was 17 yards. Back-to-back completions to Wicks. He'll throw it here, swing it out. Kemp with some blockers, and he's inside the 25-yard line, and they finally get into the ground at the 20. The 3 best plays of the night for Virginia, they come consecutively.
Well, how about the blocking on the perimeter? It's Dontavian Wicks. It's Rashawn Henry helping secure the perimeter. And you see Billy Kemp The yards after the catch, making the initial defender miss. A little momentum to start this second half for Virginia. They were asleep at the wheel in the first half offensively. They've come alive here to start the second.
They got 19 yards on that play. Time again to throw here, and a shot to the end zone through the hands of Wicks. He should have caught that one. We've seen him make difficult catches throughout the year, and he couldn't pull that one in on the goal line.
No question. Good protection for Jay Woolfolk. This pass high, and you see Wicks go up to try to get it just off his hands. Would have been an outstanding catch. That ball just a bit off the mark. To see it come down just a hair, but a pass we've seen Wicks make throughout the course of this season.
Ed Bracey there in coverage to help knock it free at the last second. Woolfolk to the air again, and the pass went behind the intended target. Did not look like he was on the same page with Keontae Thompson, who turned to the inside, and the ball was thrown up the seam.
Yes, a young quarterback, not on the same page with his tight end. Watch as he works in. Frees it right here. See, Woolfolk thinks that Thompson's going to continue to work inside. He works out on the option route away from the defender. Just Keaton Thompson not on the same page with Jay Woolfolk.
True freshman starting at quarterback at Virginia for the first time since 1977. And after getting to the red zone, back-to-back plays of no yards, and now a sack as Woolfolk is thrown down by Bo Bauer, who has been terrific. Normally a very good special teams player, making a ton of plays on defense today.
Well, watch Bauer, okay? He's going to start here, and he's going to come all the way around and get the sack. We used to call this a coffee house. Act like you're going to come out in coverage, then wrap around as the blitzer. Really nice job on the interior of that defensive front, and a quality tight wrap there by Bo Bauer to get the sack.
So it's 4th and 16. We already showed you they went for it on 4th down and 12 in the first half and didn't get it. So a 44-yard field goal try by Brendan Farrell. And this one is wide to the right. No good. That's got to be deflating for Bronco Mendenhall. You move the ball down the field, get into the red zone, but again, you come up with nothing, and it remains 21-0 Notre Dame.
On a Suspicious Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Howdy, Logan. Wonder if you can help me out with something.
Sure, Sheriff.
Looking for a couple of goalposts. Went missing after the big win last night.
What? That's awful. Who would steal a goalpost?
Say, that is a nice new swing set you got there.
Oh, this old thing. Well, makes the boy happy, I guess.
Interesting design.
Oh, yeah, it's Scandinavian. You know what? You should check the streakers across the street. They have a very suspicious new antenna.
Thanks for the tip.
Anytime, Sheriff.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
There's hot. Woo! Then there's Ghost Pepper Nugget Hot. Fill the flame at BK with 8 pieces for just $1.49. Keep cool, fill the fire with Ghost Pepper Nuggets at BK. Your way, way spicier.
Banks have free coffee, but Marcus by Goldman Sachs has personal loans with no fees, ever. That tastes free. You can money.
Coach Prime, I think you've got what it takes to wear the Aflac.
Style, charisma, and a smile, there's 21 out of 10.
Aflac. You know Aflac can help keep unexpected health care costs from ruining someone's finances. Check out this coverage.
You still got it, Coach. You still got it.
Aflac. Never lost it.
Yeah.
Aflac.
You see that coverage? With that wingspan, I see why you got more rings than a cell phone.
There's always room for one more.
Yeah.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Aflac is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest?
I woke up thinking of the cheesiest, Coach. Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff. I'm coming home, baby. I'm coming home now, right away. I'm coming home, baby. I'm sorry now, I am away.
The ride of
of your life is closer than you think. For the first time ever, buy your new car entirely from home with Nissan at Home. Delivered direct from dealer to driveway.
It's a great time to get Domino's, because right now, if you order online and carry out with Domino's Carside Delivery between 4 to 9, you'll get 49% off all menu price pizzas. See what we did there? With the 4 and the 9?
Kind of funny.
Get 49% off all menu price pizzas for a limited time only.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready.
The wildest adventure of the year has arrived. For all subscribers.
This is special.
Is it?
It is.
Disney's Jungle Cruise. Rated PG-13. Start streaming today.
ESPN, home of the college football playoff. Run it.
Notre Dame, number 9 in the rankings, number 10 last week. We'll see where the Irish are this week when the college football playoff rankings are revealed on ESPN exclusively, 7 Eastern time. The Irish run Kyron Williams on first down, trying to bust it to the outside. A flag is down. Williams up to the 40-yard line. See what the penalty's about. Only one top 10 team going down so far today. One to go.
Offense, number 87, 10-yard penalty, first down.
It's on Michael Mayer, but you had Oklahoma lose, and you got Oregon playing Washington State tonight on ESPN. Next Saturday at noon on ABC, Ohio State, which trouts Purdue, which beat Michigan State. Spartans, Buckeyes. College football on ABC presented by Arby's, also available on the ESPN app. That's noon next Saturday.
Buckeyes look dominant today. Nice bounce back today by Michigan State, taking down Maryland. And Kenneth Walker III. I think his Heisman opportunities are still alive and well. It'll be must-see TV next week. The Buckeyes and the Spartans.
So after the penalty, it is first down and 19 for Notre Dame. Play fake for Cone. Pressure coming. It was picked up late, and Cone throws it deep, and an interception at midfield by Anthony Johnson. Just the 5th pick thrown by Cone this year. Second interception for Johnson.
Poor decision here by Jack Cone. He's got plenty of time to survey the field, and it's outstanding coverage by Anthony Johnson. And he all of a sudden becomes the receiver on this route. Pass overthrown. He locates it, high points it, and a big takeaway for Virginia. How was Jack Cone forcing the issue, just trying to make a play when really there was nothing there?
Well, Virginia's offense moved the ball on Notre Dame on the last possession for the first time in this game, but the drive stalled at the 20, and they had a missed field goal. Let's see if they can build off that last possession here with their true freshman quarterback, Jay Woolfolk, who's a pitcher on the baseball team as well, making his first start for the injured Brennan Armstrong. And another strike delivered. This is Kemp. Wrapped up. They're going to give him forward progress to the 49, so gain of 9 on first down. And Kemp shaken up. One of their best offensive players down.
America! After the past year-ish, everyone deserves something new. So, AT&T is giving everyone our best deals on every iPhone, including the iPhone 13 Pro with its amazing camera, like everyone that worked from home or welcomed a new family member.
They were all out of dogs.
Our deals are for everyone.
It's not complicated. AT&T is giving new and existing customers our best deals on every iPhone, including up to $800 off the Epic iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 Pro.
The Snapshot app from Progressive rewards you for driving safe and driving less.
Okay, what message did you hear this time? Safe drivers can save using Snapshot.
What's Snapshot?
What the commercial was about.
I tune commercials out.
Me too. They're always like, blah, blah, blah.
Tell me about it. I'm going to a silent retreat next weekend.
My niece got kicked out of one of those.
For talking?
Grand larceny.
How about we get back to the savings?
Yes, I would like to talk about that.
Okay.
Every time I eat stuffed crust from Pizza Hut, I play this song. But watch what happens when I play it backwards.
Eat stuffed crust backwards, just $12.99.
The original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out pizzas the Hut.
We're turning up the tailgate with a Twisted Tea drop.
We're surprising real Twisted Tea fans who love the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea with a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
You know, if we take that wrapper back to the store, it can be recycled into other stuff.
Well, I want my wrapper to be a hang glider!
How about a park bench?
Dad, you need to think bigger.
Recycle your specially marked Crunchy Bar wrappers in store now.
Saturday Night Football, presented by Capital One on ABC, is brought to you by General Mills. This football season, it doesn't matter where you're watching or how you pregame. We are all Tailgate Nation. So let's prep your home field with the ultimate game time game plan, including tasty recipes and savings at wearetailgatenation.com.
Always had very good tight ends at Notre Dame, especially since Brian Kelly took over 12 years ago. Sophomore Michael Mayer.
Tommy Trimble, a third-round pick to Carolina a season ago. A lot of people claim it. You ready to call for it, Dave? Is this tight end you currently?
Well, a lot of teams in the NFL aren't using tight ends like they used to.
You're right.
And a lot of tight ends that are in the NFL are different than the ones we've seen in Notre Dame. Here's Darrington getting the carry in the Notre Dame territory on 2nd and 1. Down to the 40. The ball came out. It's recovered by Clarence Lewis. Waiting for the signal from the official as to whether the runner was down.
On the field as they fumble, recovered by the defense, first down.
Another error by Virginia just when they started to get cooking offensively. Boy, he's down.
Definitely looked like that elbow was on the ground, Dave.
They're trying to jar it free, but he's got control.
Looks like that left elbow is on the ground before that ball comes loose.
Rolling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense. The previous play is under further review.
Looked like the lower body was down too, so they'll take a look further at this with Notre Dame in front 21-0.
At Chipotle, real food always starts with real ingredients in real kitchens. When you order Chipotle, real food starts with you. Whether it's in restaurant, pickup, or delivery. However you Chipotle is the easiest way to Chipotle.
Welcome to Allstate, where we have all new lower auto rates. And savings like that will make everyone feel like an MVP. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate. Because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
When you're driving a Lincoln, stress seems to evaporate into thin air, which leaves us to wonder, where does it go? Does it get tangled up in knots? Or fall victim to gravity? Or maybe it winds up somewhere over the Bermuda Triangle. Perhaps you'll come up with your own theory of where the stress goes. Behind the wheel of a Lincoln is a mighty fine place to start.
It's not the truck you drive, or the uniform you wear, the people you inspire, or the sacrifices you make. The greatest part of being a hero is the impact you have every single day. we thank you.
How'd Dad find this Xbox?
He knows a place that has them. You pull in, you pop your trunk, they drop it in. No questions asked.
Find the hard to find this holiday, like the Xbox Series S at Best Buy.
It's not ringing sleigh bells or glistening snow that makes a winter wonderland. It's you after you find it, score it, load it, inflate it, hang it, unbox it, string it, light it, launch it, and fly it. And after all that, you've nailed it. So go ahead and admire it. Make the holidays yours with Black Friday prices now through December at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
It's the Eat Fresh Refresh. Let's meet the new All-American Club. This Playmaker's coming in strong with new oven-roasted turkey, Black Forest ham, and hickory smoked bacon. It's good. Hall of Fame good. Save big. Order through the app.
Cardi B hosts the American Music Awards live ABC November 21st.
So replay has overturned the ruling on the field. It's not a fumble. The runner was down as you look at the left forearm. Let's bring in Matt Austin. Your thoughts here, Matt?
Yeah, Dave, you're exactly right. It looks like his left forearm is definitely on the ground. Looks like his shin is also on the ground also. Ball has not moved yet. That's a good overturn. It should not be a fumble.
All right, thanks, Matt. So Virginia with a first down at the 40. No Billy Kemp, though. He got hurt a couple plays ago. He's in the tent right now. And this might be a double pass. It is. Wicks. And the ball is batted out of the air. Incomplete by Cam Hart. Little extracurricular activity as Wicks gets into it with Notre Dame defensive lineman Jason Ademilola.
Listen, outstanding play by Cam Hart. Comes to balance, waits on Wicks to deliver that pass, hands up, almost gets an interception as he goes for it.
Second and 10, Virginia.
And then getting a little chippy out there after the play.
You find it interesting, Dusty? It feels like every time they get Woolfolk in a rhythm, they try a trick play.
Yeah, we've seen a couple so far here tonight. A little too much creativity.
Woolfolk into traffic, dangerous throw there. Although he's going to a guy that's 6 feet 7 inches tall in Jelani Woods, but Bo Bauer again making a play defensively.
Outstanding job by Bo Bauer. Almost a little jump pass here by Jay Woolfolk. Tries to fit it over the linebacker to a 6'7" tight end. Quality job timing that jump by Bo Bauer. Having a heck of a night. And I'm going to tell you what. Got some sweet lettuce going on the back of that helmet, too.
You used to have that. People don't recognize when they see your pictures from Oklahoma with the long hair. 3rd down and 10. In trouble. Woolfolk, a flag down probably for holding. Woolfolk takes off. And it's too bad because at least he put him in 4th and manageable, but they're going to be backed up here close to midfield.
Seen a lot of pressure tonight from this Notre Dame front. Virginia struggling to protect so far tonight. That was the case once again.
Holding. Offense. Number 52. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
It's a veteran offensive line, but had their struggles here today. And again, for those who might be joining us right now, Virginia is the #1 offense in the country. But they're starting a true freshman at quarterback because Brennan Armstrong is out for the game with rib injury suffered 2 weeks ago. It's BYU. There he is. He came out, warmed up very lightly for about 10 minutes, went back into the locker room. We don't know if he'll be available for Virginia's next game, which is at Pitt. Virginia can still win the Coastal Division by winning out, beating the Panthers on the road at Virginia Tech here. Woolfolk back to throw on 3rd down, taking a shot here and throwing it 30 yards over the head of Henry.
Boy, Marcus Freeman just dialing it up. 0 blitz, no safety in the middle of the field, bring a lot of pressure. Jay Woolfolk just trying to get rid of the football. Nobody anywhere in sight as that pass sails wide of any Virginia Cavalier wide receiver. I think he saw that pressure. He just felt that that clock in his head was going off, and he felt the need to get rid of the football far too prematurely.
Joe Finn to punt. He has not had a good night. And you need better from your punter there. You got a chance to pin him inside the 10. Only a 32-yard punt. Tuesday night on ESPN, the exclusive reveal of the next college football playoff top 25 rankings. Reese and the guys will break it down. You'll hear from committee chairman Gary Barta. Tuesday night, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on ESPN and the ESPN app. Still have a top 14 to play with Oregon facing Washington State tonight on ESPN a little bit later.
Fascinating, I thought, last week seeing Michigan ahead of Michigan State. They had played not even 2 weeks prior, and they could put Michigan ahead of the Spartans.
Would you put Michigan State ahead of Michigan?
I would have put Michigan State ahead of Michigan, absolutely.
What about Cincinnati? Are they rightly ranked at 5?
We could talk about that throughout the course of the show.
Kyron Williams in trouble, but somehow again finds running room. Finally, they stop him at the 21-yard line after a gain of 4. I want the answer now, though. What do you think? You had him? Would you had him 5, or would you have him in the top 4?
I'd have had him in the top 4.
Okay.
Look, I understand narrow wins. There was another narrow win against South Florida last night, but I respect this win they have against Notre Dame in South Bend, and I respect the fact that they're undefeated. So, for my top 6, my top 4, Cincinnati be in there.
That game was in South Bend that Cincinnati won by 11 points. Cone hits Mayer, who's upended at the 25-yard line. Big hit by Cohen King. So it'll be 3rd down.
Wow, Cohen King goes low. And Michael Mayer, with a bit of a somersault, hitting the ground hard. Tight end back up in the formation. A little bit. I can imagine, Tom.
Yeah, he took one right on the knee, too.
It's a big man.
Midway through the 3rd, 21-0 still. Notre Dame leading on the road here at Virginia. 3rd down and 3 for the Irish. Jack Cohn to the air with time. Now the pocket breaks down and the pass is knocked down by King. Intended for Styles. Back-to-back plays made by Cohen King to force a Notre Dame punt.
His outstanding job on 3rd down here by Virginia in coverage. Jack Cohn, I think, initially wanted to go to Michael Mayer on the underneath crossing route. It's well picked up. You see Jackson pick him up underneath. And back-to-back outstanding plays by Cohen King, getting that left hand in, the pass deflection, and getting this defense off the field once again. A different energy about this Virginia defense here to start this second half.
No question, which means just one big play from the offense. Get into the end zone one time and you're back in the game. That punt will roll to a stop at about the 34-yard line. Next Saturday, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific on ABC. Number 4 Ohio State. At least that's where the Buckeyes are ranked today. We'll find out Tuesday if they move up. Again, they lost to Oregon. Oregon still has to play. Michigan State currently ranked 7th. College football on ABC presented by Arby's. Also available on the ESPN app. And I don't know if there's anybody playing better offense right now in the country than Ohio State.
Today was a clinic as far as explosive plays in that offense. They were clicking on all cylinders.
Woolfolk to the air here on 1st down. Everybody covered, so he moves out of the pocket and has his pass batted away. Jack Kaiser upset with himself. He had a pick 6 against Wisconsin in the 4th quarter in that win over the Badgers.
Dusty, are you a little surprised that Marcus Freeman hasn't continued to come after this quarterback? I mean, every time that they've brought 5 or more with pressure, cover 1, cover 0, they've been under duress. They've had negative plays. When they've run 4-man rush, they've had their pick of the litter.
He's trying to mix and match, but yes, Tom, I'd have no problem with Marcus Freeman continuing to be aggressive and trust his guys in man coverage.
A rush 4 here on 2nd down. And again, they cover downfield. Woolfolk gets outside the pocket. He can run. And he's knocked out of bounds into the Notre Dame bench by J.D. Bertrand. But it's a 1st down for Virginia.
Well, here you go on this situation right here. Going to be man-to-man coverage across the board. Go ahead and roll that, guys. And when you're in man-to-man coverage, really more of a zone underneath. And as Woolfolk hits the side, you see the speed getting to the edge. And a nice job picking up that yardage. Nothing there initially.
And they moved the ball back, Dusty. One of the officials had it as a 1st down. They moved it back, though, to midfield. So it's 3rd down and 2. You got to think 4-down territory here. and they have Keaton Thompson in. We've seen this a lot tonight. He fumbles the ball. It's recovered, though, by Virginia. Looked like one of the offensive linemen came up with the ball, some pushing and shoving afterwards. But it is a Virginia first down.
Disaster averted. Keaton Thompson playing the role of Wildcat. As Kaiser makes contact, that ball comes popping out. And Jelani Woods, right place at the right time. Like 56, actually was able to get his right hand on that. Howard Cross with a nice job popping that ball loose. Fortunate for Jelani Woods to be able to pick that ball up and move the chains.
Houston Griffith had it go off his hands for Notre Dame. He was surprised to see it. It popped out, went right through his hands. He couldn't get it. They run Hollins here. It may be 2. Virginia doing better here in terms of possessing the football and getting yardage, but still unable to get into the end zone. Hollins hobbling a bit. Go to the sideline. Notre Dame rushing 5. Woolfolk from the pocket has a man downfield. It's Keaton Thompson with the first down catch inside the 35-yard line.
And that's another Cavalier. Nice job by the protection, holding up, allowing that route to come open. A good touch on that pass from Jay Woolfolk to Keaton Thompson.
Again, when they let him just throw the ball instead of all the other stuff, the Wildcat, the trick plays, Woolfolk's been pretty sharp here in the second half.
Throwing the ball with a different level of confidence here in the second half than what we saw early in this ballgame.
Look at the total yards. Virginia has more yards already in this quarter than they had the entire first half. Blitz coming. Woolfolk's pass through the hands of his intended receiver, Jacob Rodriguez. Second down.
Missed opportunity there. Jacob Rodriguez is pretty good on the timing. Ball coming out just as Rodriguez is hitting his break. A pass that should be caught. To help out this young quarterback in any way you can. We've seen a couple tonight go off the hands here in the second half of Cavalier receivers.
Virginia had won 4 in a row until they lost at BYU 2 weeks ago. Armstrong got hurt in that game. Woolfolk came in, threw 6 passes. Back to throw here. Climbs the pocket and throws a deep ball into the end zone and 2 deep. Keaton Thompson was the intended receiver. Henderson was running with him downfield. 3rd down and 10.
Well, it's outstanding coverage down the field by Ramon Henderson. A little bit too much on that pass from Jay Woolfolk, but Ramon Henderson in a spot that he really hasn't been in so far this season. He's really turned out a nice game here this evening.
You touched on it earlier, Marcus Freeman saying, hey, we got to move some guys around this week. He's playing safety. Meanwhile, Virginia's put Woolfolk in shotgun, but look at the bottom of your screen. That's another quarterback, number 11. You can't see the number, but here it comes. They fake the pitch to him, and the quarterback, Woolfolk, keeps it. They tried to sneak Ira Armstead onto the field there and catch Notre Dame, but it seemed like they had a feeling, just like us up in the booth, something like that was coming.
Well, Ira Armstead is interesting. Talk with Bronco Mendenhall. All the backup quarterbacks play another position. He doesn't believe in, if you're not the starting quarterback, he wants you to try to contribute some way on the team. You saw them right there fake a little pitch end around, and Woolfolk keeps it. I think this is the right decision here, Dave. 4th and 5, down 3 touchdowns. 3's not going to get it done.
Yep, already missed a 44-yard field goal earlier in the quarter. 4th down and 5. Woolfolk with time for a moment, and then he gets planted. Riley Mills was getting blocked, and all of a sudden he broke free and took down the quarterback, and the Irish take over on downs.
It's good coverage down the field, but watch Riley just continue to stay with it. Just continue to work his hands, continue to fight. Initially he stopped, then he works outside the offensive tackle, Ryan Swoboda, and he engulfs the true freshman quarterback, Jay Woolfolk. 5 sacks now on the night for this Notre Dame defense.
Woolfolk again holding his midsection. He got dinged up on that 4th and 12 that they went for.
1st and 10 from around 39.
Just outside 4 minutes to go here in the third. Notre Dame back on offense. The defense has been terrific tonight for the Irish. And here comes some trickery by Notre Dame. Lindsey on the reverse has some room. Down to the 30-yard line of Virginia. So a huge play for Notre Dame after Virginia turns it over on downs.
A good execution on the reverse to Lindsey. See that speed in the open field. Nice job on the perimeter there once again by Kyron Williams, just getting enough to help secure that run.
Gain of 31. Cone going for the tight end Mayer. Nice move and the first down. Boy, you see the athletic ability out in space there by Michael Mayer, the sophomore. Gain of about 11.
And the physicality. A little stiff arm and then lowers the shoulder. Fights through for a nice pickup.
5th catch, 50th on the season. Logan Diggs into the game at running back. He gets the call here, and a gain of 2 brought down by West Weeks, a true freshman.
Two new running backs in the game here for Notre Dame. That's one thing that's impressed me. Talented backfield for this Irish football team as the offensive line has continued to improve. We've got plenty of options in that backfield.
Yeah, they got Tyree lined up next to the tight end. That's him in motion, and they pitch it to him, so that's a pass play. And he's inside the 15 and then pushed back. So a gain of about 2. 3rd down coming up here for Notre Dame.
Tyree's battle with a turf toe earlier this season, but you go back to the Wisconsin game, had a kick return for a touchdown, even all the way back to Toledo. 55-yard reception. Maybe the most explosive of these talented Notre Dame running backs. It's a full house.
They have over 200 rushing yards. That was a pass play, but over 200 rushing yards, so 5 straight games over 150, averaging right at 200 during the stretch. That's Mayer then going back out, flexed out on 3rd down. Cone going the other way, single coverage, and the pass was on the money to Kevin Austin. It's a Notre Dame touchdown. Penalty marker is down. Boy, what a great catch. Pretty good throw by Cone as well.
That's an absolute dime, I thought, by Jack Cone.
Holding, defense, number 3. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, touchdown.
Anthony Johnson had a hold of the back of the jersey of Kevin Austin. I'd pass out in front. Strong hands by Kevin Austin to secure the catch, but perfectly placed football by Jack Cone. Head scratcher on the interception he threw earlier in this half, but aside from that, we've seen some really good things here from the Notre Dame quarterback.
3 passing touchdowns for Cone on the day, 16 now on the season. Kevin Austin with his 6th receiving touchdown. Again, they lost Avery Davis to a season-ending knee injury last week. With more opportunities for guys like Styles and Colsey and Lindsey. Lindsey has a touchdown. Austin, their number 1 receiver. That's as good as it gets right there.
Really is, man. That's just an outstanding placed football. No chance for Johnson to defend it. Caught the back of the ball and strong hands to secure that catch by Kevin Austin. Stepped up big a week ago against Navy to close out the first half with a big 70-yard touchdown. And no Avery Davis, so other players have to step up. It starts with Kevin Austin. Obviously an increased role for Michael Mayer, Kyron Williams, mentioned Lorenzo Styles, but this offense really coming together the latter half of this season, Dave.
Well, you know, Brian Kelly talked to Tom Luganville right at the top of the telecast and mentioned we're getting more stability from our quarterback, because there have been games where Notre Dame's played 2 quarterbacks, sometimes 3. In the Cincinnati loss, Jack Cohn, Drew Pine, Tyler Buckner all played. We've seen Buckner today for 1 snap. That's it. Now that may be how the plan is going to be for the rest of the year. They want Buckner to get in, but just give him a snap here and there. They want Cohn, though, to be a steadying presence at that position week in, week out, and he has been during this win streak. Take a look at this week's college football playoff rankings, brought to you by Goodyear. So we talked about the Oklahoma loss. That's it. That's the only upset right now in the top 10. Ohio State rolling over Purdue. Oregon will play here in about 30 minutes over on ESPN against Washington State.
Shout out to Dave Aranda, by the way. After losing to TCU a week ago, that was an unbelievably impressive performance. Oklahoma off a bye, the way that defense completely shut down Lincoln Riley's offense, that was, wow, that was impressive.
Woolfolk on first down, and the ball is caught near the 30-yard line by Henry. Boy, you look at that Tennessee had a lead early on Georgia. You thought that if there was any offense that could put up a fight against Georgia in terms of the teams we know that are on their schedule, we're not talking about Alabama, just the teams we know, you thought it would be Tennessee. All they got was 17, and they give up 41.
That's the most anyone scored in that Georgia defense, though.
I know.
Prior to that, 13 twice was the most. That was a defense giving up 6 points a game. They're well on their way to being a historically great defense. They got to finish the season, but man, they are impressive.
Woolfolk can run here, and then just jumped out of bounds. Did not stick the ball out either, so he's short. So that's something that the coaches can use as a teaching tool there. 3rd and 1.
Lack of being in those moments, right? That's situational football, understanding where you're at, where the sticks are. It's like he could have easily worked his way for that first down.
He was looking right at the sticks.
I know.
That was strange.
So 3rd and 1. Collins gets the first down. Out to the 40-yard line. Well, you know, we see Russell Wilson do that a lot, just stick the ball out. That's a player that they compare Jay Woolfolk to, in part because of his baseball background. But they're pretty high on him. They think that, obviously in a tough situation tonight, first start against a top 10 team. But they feel pretty good about the future for Jay Woolfolk at the quarterback position. Keaton Thompson gets the carry here. And that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So Notre Dame will take a 28-0 lead into the 4th here in Charlottesville. Saturday Night Football on ABC, presented by Capital One. We'll continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations. Presented by Capital One as part of Veterans Week, brought to you by USAA. Dave Pash with Dusty Dvorak, Tom Luganville down on the field. 28-0 Notre Dame all over Virginia. Impressive defensive performance by the Irish. Yes, Virginia's playing a true freshman, but they have a lot of weapons. Brennan Armstrong isn't the only reason why they lead the country in total offense. Of course, he's a big part of that, but Notre Dame has shut out Virginia to this point. Woolfolk, and Keaton Thompson is loose inside the 30-yard line, and finally pushed out of bounds. They are getting some chunk plays in the second half. They just haven't been able to pay off drives with points.
I just love what Keaton Thompson brings to the table. They line him up all over the field. Outstanding job after the catch, getting up the field, big-time pickup, and this is a guy who was the quarterback at Mississippi State. He outdueled Lamar Jackson several years ago in the Tax Slayer Bowl. And this new role he's found here in Virginia, it's been awesome to watch.
Woolfolk being chased. And what a catch. Man, Keaton Thompson reaching out, stabbed that ball out of the air. Gain of 11 and a first down.
Outstanding job. I like Woolfolk on the move, little 3/4 arm, puts it out in front. Fully outstretched there for Keaton Thompson. Strong hands to secure that grab.
See if Virginia finally can get into the end zone. Might be too late at this point to catch up to Notre Dame, but would be good for the young quarterback in case he's got to play against Pitt next weekend. Woolfolk over the middle, and incomplete, going for Jelani Woods. Look how big he is, by the way. They have used him much differently and in a better way than Oklahoma State did, where he was prior to this. He was a high school quarterback as well.
Looks like a sequoia with arms.
6'7", 265, Tom.
he's a foot taller, except for the right tackle.
More yards and touchdowns this season at Virginia than his entire career at Oklahoma State.
Give to Hollins here inside the 15 and then stood up. Prince Colley, true freshman linebacker, was the first to greet him in the hole. Third down coming up.
Back to your point, Dave. You know, with Brennan Armstrong, we don't know what the future is. We don't know exactly when he's going to be right, when he's going to be able to be effective for this offense. So these are crucial reps for Jay Woolfolk, because you don't know. It might not just be tonight that they have to call on the true freshman to lead this football team.
So third down and 7 here. Woolfolk looking left all the way. Now steps up to run and gobbled up. Ademi Lola was there. Justin.
Well, this pass rush has been ferocious throughout this evening here. We see added pressure once again. Bo Bauer comes. Isaiah Pryor. Walls caving in there on the true freshman quarterback. And Bronco Mendenhall, I guess he just wants something on the board. Get the goose egg off.
Third sack of the year for Justin. His brother Jason Ademi Lola has 2.5 sacks. So Farrell, who already missed a 44-yard try, will attempt a 34-yarder to get Virginia on the board. And so the Cavaliers will avoid the shutout, but they trail by 25 in the fourth quarter at home against number 9, Notre Dame.
Aflac policyholders have been paid $37 billion directly.
Aflac?
That's a lot of money.
Did somebody say money?
He said Aflac.
Well, if they're paying out billions of dollars to help cover unexpected medical expenses, what's the difference?
Coach Prime, what? No smoke machine?
Aflac. Looks like Aflac is ready for prime time. Hey, coach to coach, what do I need to do to get one of those jackets?
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
Aflac
is an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
Morning already? Taco Bell's toasted breakfast burritos will get you out of bed. With fluffy eggs, crispy bacon, and a melted 3-cheese blend, all toasted to morning perfection. You're not dreaming. They're real. Only at Taco Bell.
With DirecTV Stream, I can get live TV and on demand together. Watch Serena Williams, Wonder Woman. Serena, Wonder Woman. Serena, Wonder Woman.
You cannot be serious!
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
To try it first.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach! Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
No two dreams are the same. But there is one van equipped to handle them all. For over 120 years, Mercedes-Benz vans have been built, upfitted, and ready to go. Because we believe dreams should never stay that way.
Only Wendy's serves a better breakfast with a better biscuit. A hot, buttery treasure loaded with a fresh cracked egg, cheese, and sausage or bacon. And to top it off right now, they're just $1. $1? Now there's no reason to go somewhere else. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
The Good Doctor started the season with a brilliant twist.
The hospital is being purchased.
But it's saving the biggest moment for last.
All that matters to me is marrying Leah.
The Good Doctor, new Monday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Great guest list for the Mannings tonight.
You've reached Peyton and Eli. Leave a message.
Hey, Eli, it's Adam Sandler. I'd love to be on your show and read compliments from your mom. Watch Peyton and Eli. You never know who'll drop by.
Caliendo's the best. Peyton and Eli back this week for Monday Night Football on ESPN2, breaking down the Rams and Niners. Looking forward to their special guests as always. Of course, Steve Levy, Brian Gracie, Louis Riddick will have the call of the game over on ESPN.
ACC standings.
On the return, Chris Tyree tripped up and comes up short of the 20 and a flag down.
During the return, holding, receiving team, number 12, half the distance to the goal, first down.
All right, let's go to Kevin Agani while we have a moment in the studio.
Dave, time now for our AT&T 5G countdown to the CFP. Number 12, Wake Forest, was once up by 15 against number 16, NC State. Start of the third quarter, Zonovan Knight. Bye-bye, 100 yards on the opening kick to start the second half. 27-24 Wolfpack, and then Sam Hartman will find Brandon Chapman 5 yards. We got a good one on the ACC network, 31-27 Wake Forest. Back to Dave, Dusty, and Ludes.
All right, Kevin, and a new quarterback for Notre Dame. They're going to give Tyler Buckner some work. And the true freshman in trouble. Ends up getting positive yardage. He's a terrific athlete. Was a great high school lacrosse player. He's got 3 touchdowns passing and 2 rushing touchdowns coming into the season.
Well, as you mentioned, very athletic, dangerous weapon as a runner. They've been using him situationally for quite some time throughout the course of the season. And talking with Tommy Reese, he thinks that the future is very bright for Tyler Buckner. Says he can really throw the football.
There he is running it again. Gets a first down. And to your point on being able to throw the football, it's been a long time since we've seen at quarterback a legitimate dual threat. A guy that can be just as good throwing the ball as he is as a runner. And Notre Dame people believe that Tyler Buckner is that guy.
No doubt. And I know, Tom, you're a big fan of this guy. You had a chance to watch him quite a bit in high school.
Yeah, in fact, you know, we took him in the Under Armour All-America game, and he didn't even have a chance to play his senior year. So he's just getting started. High ceiling for development. Like you said, very athletic, and he can flat throw it.
Had an ACL injury as a sophomore, missed last year with COVID, and they're going to run Diggs, another freshman, up to about the 27, gain of 7 on the play.
Dusty, just look at the strain that it puts on the defense when you don't know if the quarterback's either going to be a designated runner or can extend plays. Just puts so much pressure on you defensively.
You're on high alert at all times. Backside defenders have to hold tight, and just everybody. Your antennas go up when you've got a legit athlete that at any point can tuck it and run. It's a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare, I can assure you that.
Had a passing and rushing touchdown in the same game. That was against Virginia Tech. The first true freshman quarterback at Notre Dame ever to do that in a single game. Here he is on the run, and you see the arm strength. Incomplete, though. Lindsey, the intended target. There is a penalty marker down. Jonas Sanker in coverage, but man, that was a pretty good throw on the run, 30 yards downfield.
Defense, number 20, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Well, it's a very well thrown ball, Dave, and Sanker gets there just a touch early. Never turns around. You see the contact in the chest of the intended target, Lindsey.
Yep.
Perfectly thrown football. And clearly pass interference. That contact too early. And the true freshman, Jonas Sanker, never got his head around. He gets his head around, he can maybe make a play on that ball.
Notre Dame trying to get to 9-1. Games against Georgia Tech next week and at Stanford to close out the season. Great chance to be 11-1. And in the conversation for the college football playoff, pending what happens in front of them, of course. Buckner again throwing it downfield, and oh, what a catch by Mayer. The ball was on the back of the linebacker Nick Jackson, and Mayer just took it right off of him and away from him for a big play.
Wow, how about the athleticism of Michael Mayer? Concentration on the back of Jackson and the strength with that right hand to pull it off his back and secure the catch as he goes to the ground.
With one hand. 22 yards down to the 36-yard line.
Special talent, number 87. Man, that was impressive.
Keep it on the ground here with Diggs inside the 30, breaking tackles, and inside the 20. Finally stopped at the 17-yard line. You know, we were talking about Ohio State and how the Buckeyes are rolling as we watch this 20-yard run. Notre Dame's offense, again, you have the loss to Cincinnati. Ohio State has the loss to Oregon. But the offense for the Irish right now is really humming. And we talked about Tommy Rees, the offensive coordinator, and the job that Marcus Freeman, the defensive coordinator, has done as well for Notre Dame. But it all goes back to Brian Kelly, the all-time leader in victories at Notre Dame. They're going to be one win away after tonight from 5 consecutive 10-win seasons. Here's Mayer. See where they spot him.
And you know, he passes New Rockne this year as the all-time winningest coach in program history. And coming into the season and 4 straight double-digit win seasons, that had never happened in the history of this historic program, and well on their way to a 5th straight. The level of consistency they've maintained under his tenure does not get enough praise and does not get enough mention when you talk about the great coaches in college football. 2 trips to the college football playoff, a trip to the national championship game. Really, the only thing he hasn't done is take that next step and win a national title.
Ball on the ground. And recovered by Virginia. Noah Taylor comes away with it for the Cavaliers. May have been hurt on the play, too. He's holding his midsection as he came up with the loose ball. You see Buckner and Diggs not on the same page, and it's the second giveaway by Notre Dame.
Gifts for elves, check. Now just in the dang coupon code.
Hold your reindeer, Santa.
Samuel, what's up?
I got a gift for you. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them. Just download it to your computer. It's free.
Whoa.
Oh, I have that. Saved me a bundle.
You have that?
Mm-hmm.
What? So, that get me off your naughty list?
Are you off the naughty words?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
USAA is made for the safe pilots, like Matt, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
What if smartphones were more than just smart? The all-new Google Pixel 6 truly sees you, not a blurry face. And for things you don't want to see, it removes them instantly with Magic Eraser. On our most advanced and inclusive smartphone camera yet. Live Translate speaks your language and hers. It's the phone that understands we're all different. Google Pixel 6. For all you are.
I remember the extra wrench.
Good. How'd everything else go?
What else?
Picking our child up?
Cool. I will be right back.
You know you want that sauced and tossed Wingstop, and now try it on crispy thighs.
Magic is calling you to the Walt Disney World 50th Anniversary Celebration.
On a joyous Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
By the power vested in me by the city of Fansville, I now pronounce you fan and wife.
Natalie drops back into the pocket. It's a 3-step drop. Trisha's wide open. Here comes the throw. Oh, Becky with the pick. Holy mackerel. When you take a look at it, see that full extension by Becky? Let's go back to the action. Oh! At this point, it's anyone's bouquet. Up next, the garter toss.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Saturday Night Football on ABC is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? In part by Goodyear. Discover the possibilities. Goodyear, more driven. And USAA. This Veterans Day, we invite you to honor all who serve with a simple act to show your thanks. See how at USAA.com/Veterans Day.
We want to salute our nation's veterans every day, but especially this week. Past and present. Take a look at some of the courageous soldiers from around the globe proudly showing off their school pride. And there's Nathan Potoshnik, the UVA football performance coach. He was part of the 25th Combat Aviation Brigade in the Army. He served in Afghanistan several times. He's pictured here. There you saw it was former pilot Dan Hansen, who, by the way, is still in service. As Woolfolk throws complete out to the 13-yard line, but Nathan, for 25 years, a member of the Combat Aviation Brigade in the Army. Shout out to him and all the courageous women and men around our country, past and present. Have served, currently serving, will serve in the future.
Second that. Thank you to everyone out there for your service.
2nd down and 4. Woolfolk in trouble. Down he goes. Back inside the 10. Clarence Lewis got him that time.
Well, we said from the onset, expect to see Marcus Freeman dial it up. He's an aggressive coach by nature. You see 6 come in out of your screen on a delayed blitz. Nobody accounts for him. Slides in there, and Woolfolk goes down for the 7th time tonight. 7 sacks for this Irish defense.
So 3rd down and 10 here for Jay Woolfolk, the true freshman quarterback, standing on his goal line, and downfield the ball is knocked away. He was going for Jelani Woods. DJ Brown down there for the Irish. Isaiah Pryor as well for Notre Dame.
Trying to hit that big 6'7" tight end up the seam. And Isaiah Pryor in perfect position, stride for stride, with Jelani Woods. Gets his head around, gets that left arm up, and a nice pass breakup to force a punt.
Jacob Finn be the middle of his end zone to boot it. Matt Salerno, a return man for Notre Dame. At a timeout called by Virginia with a play clock at 1. Midway through the 4th, Notre Dame up 28-3.
It's a great time to get Domino's, because right now, if you order online and carry out with Domino's Carside Delivery between 4 to 9, you'll get 49% off all menu price pizzas. See what we did there? With the 4 and the 9?
Kind of funny.
Get 49% off all menu price pizzas for a limited time only.
Welcome to Allstate, where we have all new lower auto rates. And savings like that make you feel like you won the whole thing. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate. Because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
You know, if we take that wrapper back to the store, it can be recycled into other stuff.
Well, I want my wrapper to be a hang glider!
How about a park bench?
Dad, you need to think bigger.
Recycle your specially marked Crunchy Bar wrappers in store now.
When I listen to my Sonos, I feel everything.
I can't imagine cooking without Sonos in the kitchen.
It literally makes the food taste better.
It does make the food
She's
taste
in there,
better.
she's stirring.
When you hear the crowd, it's infectious. It's like we're at the game.
I was sold with the theater setup because I'm a big movie fan, and you want to be able to feel like you're there.
It's just so simple. Helps you stay in the moment. I get rid of my couch before I get rid of my Sonos.
Competition for this house is fierce.
Relax. You got a team to help you out. Huddle up. You have a home buying edge. A verified approval from Rocket Mortgage verifies your income, credit, and assets all up front, putting you ahead of a regular pre-approval and letting sellers know you're serious.
Let's do this.
Put it in.
When you need a competitive edge in a crowded market, Rocket can.
That duck is fired up.
Tender pork, tangy pickles, delicious sauce. Any one of these alone would make a good sandwich. But to be the most important sandwich of the year, I'd humbly suggest having all three. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Cardi B hosts the American Music Awards live ABC November 21st.
With Dusty Dvorak, Tom Luganville down on the field, I'm Dave Pash. It is 28-3, number 9, Notre Dame leading Virginia. 2 games remaining for the Irish, home to Georgia Tech and South Bend next Saturday, at Stanford, a team that isn't very good but somehow beat Oregon. Now we'll close out the regular season. It'll be interesting to see where Notre Dame is ranked on Tuesday night, with Oklahoma in front of them so far, but losing for the first time today. Salerno falling down as he secures it on the fair catch at the 40-yard line. Our player spotlight brought to you by Target. Kyron Williams been terrific all season, and again today on the ground.
So tough to tackle. We've talked about his contact balance. This run where he completely stopped in his tracks. You had the vision to the open field, making defenders miss. We've seen him blocking, catching the football, his outstanding running ability. Kyron Williams, another excellent night for this Irish offense.
Player spotlight brought to you by Target. He had a streak of 3 straight games with 150+ all-purpose yards. He's right around 100 tonight in all-purpose yards, but as you saw, 6 straight games with a touchdown. Chris Tyree getting the carry here, and he's up to midfield, gain of about 9 for Tyree. Kyron Williams, a sophomore captain, preseason first-team All-American. He had 261 all-purpose yards. Williams did against North Carolina. That was the most by a Notre Dame player since Golden Tate back in 2009. So he's very productive, explosive, and one of the best players in college football.
Fun to watch, man. I mean, he really is. He brings a little bit of everything to the table. His versatility, I think, is well utilized by Tommy Rees in the different ways he's able to impact this offense.
Play fake here. Buckner still in there at quarterback, and a sweet move by true freshman tight end Mitchell Evans. First down to the 42. And coming up shortly over on ESPN, number 3 Oregon will be in action against Washington State. Any chance of an upset there in Eugene?
It's 2021, Dave. Of course. There's always a chance for an upset. Are you kidding me? Just watch college football every weekend.
Fair point. 22 top 10 teams have lost this season.
Come on, Dave. Now, am I picking it? No. Okay, well, but is it possible? Yes.
Yeah, all right.
No doubt.
Especially in that conference.
But Oregon still, according to the College Football Playoff Committee, a better team than Ohio State. Because it is based on the best 4 teams. Well, supposedly, as Kyron Williams is bottled up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they beat them, Dave.
Are they a better team than Ohio State right now?
I don't know. They beat them in Columbus earlier this season.
Are they a better team than Ohio State right now?
No.
I mean, I don't know, but I think that the games on the field have to matter on some level, right?
Well, the committee thought it mattered when it came to Ohio State and Oregon, but not for Michigan and Michigan State.
I know.
But does it matter right now? No. The only rankings anybody ever remembers are the final rankings.
That's right.
So we can see, but it's fun to talk about, and you have a show every morning that you talk about it on at length. And
makes for great fodder, right?
But I tease that because we're going to show you our current rankings here in just a second as Diggs takes it down inside the 35.
Guessing y'all are about to kill me. I haven't even seen what you have.
So, okay, so Luke's has not only, he's the only one that has Oregon out. You and I have him at 4. You have Ohio State out, so I don't know if the 2 you get. Tom, you have Cincinnati at 4. Dusty, you got him at 2.
I do, yeah. Woo! How many undefeated teams we have left right now?
Is Cincinnati the second best team in college football?
I'm going to give them respect. I think this is an excellent Notre Dame team. I'd have Notre Dame right there outside my top 6. They went into South Bend, Indiana, won by double digits. I'm going to give them credit for that. And I think that this season, if it's shown us anything, it's tough to stay undefeated. Ask Oklahoma with what happened today in Waco.
Tom, is Cincinnati the 4th best team in college football?
And I'm not sure I believe it. I just, to your point, Dusty, they've gone out and they've taken care of business in what has been a season that's been very, very difficult for anybody to do that. If you don't bring your A game, I mean, there's a significant chance you're going down, even if there's a big talent discrepancy.
I would argue Cincinnati has the second best win of the season, winning in South Bend.
Behind Oregon's win in Columbus.
That's exactly right.
I think it's a fair point. Look, Cincinnati on 4th down. Notre Dame doesn't get it here as Diggs is taken down, and they turn it over on downs. Virginia will get the ball back. 28-3, though. Notre Dame's going to win and go to 9-1.
Curve ahead. Hey, buddy. Want me to drive?
Why would I want that?
Everyone says you couldn't handle the curve.
Who says that?
Show Tebow a curve, guy falls apart.
Tebow? The curve? No way.
Literally everyone says that.
They're talking about a different thing.
Okay.
Fresh flavors, classic dishes, and a new seat at the table.
Oh, candles. Thank you. So soft. Is this new?
The hottie sauce is here. Get my new hottie sauce at Popeyes today.
Since being the first to make wipers over a century ago, Trico has protected drivers in all kinds of weather. Torrential downpours, gale force winds, wintry blasts, even when it's raining cats and dogs. Hey, who came up with that phrase anyway? Just imagine if it actually started. All right. No matter what the conditions, Trico wipers maintain maximum windshield contact for safe, clear driving visibility, even in the harshest weather metaphors.
Rated M for mature.
What a time to be alive.
Play it on the all-new Xbox.
Jake from State Farm. Thanks for the great rate on my insurance, man.
Wait, I said Byron got the Patrick price? Thought that was our thing.
Thanks for the killer rate, Jake.
Shreddy Betty got it too?
Patrick, State Farm offers rates that fit anyone's budget, even a man handstand.
Thanks again, Jake. Up top. I'm gonna go work out these fillings.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Welcome back to Charlottesville, Virginia. Dave Pasch, Dusty Dvorak, Tom Luginbill. Notre Dame with a 28-3 lead. Virginia did not have its starting quarterback Brennan Armstrong, but they'll spit it out at some point. So they started a true freshman in Jay Woolfolk. Showed some promise on occasion, but for the most part, it was a struggle for Virginia. Cavaliers still, though, control their own destiny to get to the ACC championship and win the Coastal Division. Here's Hollins, and he breaks tackles, dragging defenders, getting the first down. It was interesting, though, as we look at the Coastal Division standings. You got Wake and NC State playing right now. Wake has the lead, but there's still some time to go. They're up 4 late in the third quarter. Virginia plays Pitt next on the road. They don't know if they're going to have Armstrong back as their starting quarterback. Miami lost, so they're now 3-3. So it's really either Virginia or Pitt, it looks like, to win the Coastal. I did find it interesting in talking with the Virginia coaches this week in our conversations with them as Thompson has the catch and he's dragged down in Notre Dame territory, gain of about 7, that they kept mentioning, regardless of the outcome today, we control our own destiny. And it just felt like they were really emphasizing, regardless of the outcome today. I just wonder, if the players hear that, how they react to that. If it comes from your coaching staff, like this game isn't important compared to your next 2 games.
It's a fair point. And look, it does make you wonder, what was the messaging throughout the course of week in practice? And look, Bronco Mendenhall is a heck of a coach, and they are the reigning Coastal Division champions. And he told us before the year, their season goals that the players put forth are 1 to win the Coastal, 2 to win your state championship against Virginia Tech, and 3 to win the ACC. So from that standpoint, all their goals are still in front of them, and there's not a ton of teams in the country that can say that. But when you say those things, it's almost as if you're saying that this game doesn't matter. And that's a bad place to be as a player. That's a bad mindset to have when you've got a talented top 10 team in Notre Dame on a national stage coming into your backyard. You want to think that every game, that next game is the most important game. This is a big stage and a big opportunity. And when you continue to talk about, well, this game doesn't really matter, the final 2 are the ones that really are important, you just wonder, does that seep into the minds of those players?
Well, and Dusty, they too don't have to be mutually exclusive. Everything can be important, and it doesn't change your goals.
And again, we're not saying that they didn't think it was important. It just was the sense that we got in talking to the coaches that the constant use of the term, regardless of the outcome of this game, we still have all of our goals in front of us. And it was mentioned in the press conference as well this week. So
it's a factual statement, but does that seep in? Does that give you, if it doesn't go our way, we can still handle our business? And the reality is they can. And I think the biggest part to see if those goals will be truly attainable, obviously the health of their quarterback, Brennan Armstrong, who was unable to go today, as Woolfolk goes down once again for the 8th time tonight.
That was Riley Mills again, so 4th down, and now you got Woolfolk slow to get up. We've seen him a couple times hold his midsection, and they don't know about Brennan Armstrong, whether he'll be back. Again, he was out here about an hour before kickoff, warmed up, threw gingerly, just kind of lobbed a few passes, but hard to imagine without Brennan Armstrong them going to Heinz Field and beating Pitt based on what we saw tonight offensively. Just hard to change a thing quickly.
Yeah, be a tall task.
Now the defense played better, especially in the second half after giving up 21 first half points. Notre Dame took the foot off gas pedal a little bit here late, going to the backup quarterback with about 7 minutes to go. It's a good throw there. Nice catch too, juggled by Thompson, but he pulls it in for a first down on 4th down. And there again you see Woolfolk holding that midsection.
Boy, that's some real toughness. After getting sacked again, you can tell he's in pain standing there. That's an absolute dime.
He showed some stuff, man.
Yeah, good concentration by Thompson after the tip. Doesn't catch it initially, but able to haul it in. He really has, Tom. There's a lot of stuff on this tape that he'll be able to learn and grow from.
Woolfolk to the end zone, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Brown, is bringing it back out and tracked down backside at about the 15-yard line.
Pass just a little bit high. Gutsy effort here tonight by the true freshman. Pass a little bit high for Keaton Thompson. He tries to bring it in. Then it's the old tip drill and a pick for DJ Brown. I can tell you one thing, Marcus Freeman going to be very pleased with the way his defense has come to perform tonight. All you can do is face the competition across from you, regardless of who's out there. 8 sacks, couple of takeaways. This on the heels of a really dominant performance against a solid Navy offense. Been talking so much about this Notre Dame offense rounding into shape. Back-to-back good performances for the Irish defense as well.
Jack Cohn back in the game, but just to secure the snap taken in this game. So Notre Dame improves to 9-1 with a convincing win in Charlottesville. The Irish win 28-3. They play Georgia Tech and South Bend next week, then go to Stanford to close out the season. Will be interesting Tuesday night to see with Oklahoma, which was currently a slot in front of Notre Dame, with them losing. Does Notre Dame jump Michigan State? Does Notre Dame jump Michigan? All those teams have one loss.
I don't think so. I think they'll just move up naturally one spot. I think Notre Dame will check in at number 8 this week.
All right, Brian Kelly standing by with Tom.
Well, Coach, it was a heck of a performance, particularly by your defense. How do you think your kids came out here and played tonight?
They played well. We had so many things going against us. We had 4 of our captains out. We battled a lot, but our kids, I'm so proud of the way they came down here on the road. And look, Virginia, didn't have much to lose. They didn't play their best player, so we had to prepare for a lot of different things. But look, going on the road and playing a Power 5 team, it's never easy. But we did enough tonight. We played really good defense and did enough on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, how did you think your offensive skill played, considering you didn't have Avery Davis? You seemed to move the ball around pretty well.
I mean, I think Mike Mayer is a great player. I think all of our backs did great things. Kevin Austin stepped up. Braden Lindsey made some really good plays. Obviously we put the ball on the ground. We made a couple of mistakes, but again, I don't think we were ever in trouble tonight, and I think our kids played fairly consistent. They'll have to pick it up the next couple of weeks, but again, they've won 9 out of 10 games and are playing better football.
9 out of 10, couple more down the stretch. How important is it for this football team to appreciate how hard it is to win, given the tumultuous season we've had so far?
No doubt. They've won 19 out of 20 regular season games, so they keep playing hard. They're young. As you saw, we got a lot of young freshmen, true freshmen. We played 7 true freshmen on offense, so they keep